live.
I don't trust that clock, Pedro.
No.
I don't trust these new particle effects, man.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the clock now. I was just looking. It's like, oh, it's not the fire itself. It's the bit on top where you just see the flying bits.
It's like a will-o-wisp luring you into the swamp that is Linux Gamecast.
Speaking
where you'll drown like Atreyu's horse.
Oh, luring you off a cliff. It's like,
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. No, it's the Steam. Wait, no, wrong segment.
No, wrong show. Wait, right show, wrong segment. Yes, you were partially correct. The best type. Hey, everyone, we're getting ready for another Linux Gamecast Weekly. It's the thing we do. I know Linus Sebastian. What's his name? Linus Sebastian.
Sebastian.
I thought his last name was Tech Tips.
Yes.
From the New Hampshire Tech
That one.
Tips.
Cat Tips. He does he did a Linux video. And every time he does a Linux video, I always have fun looking at the metrics the next day from the web zone. I'm like, yep, okay. Hey,
I couldn't bring myself to watch it. What did he have to say?
I haven't watched it.
It was actually a surprisingly grounded video coming from that team.
Explain.
It was, they had like the big dude, Anthony, going, it's like, yeah, just, you know, here's a flash drive, install Windows at the same time I'm going to install Linux. And Linux installed faster, duh. And then it's like, oh, now let's try some games. It's like, yeah, I don't have to install any drivers or anything. It's all already loaded, because they were using an AMD GPU.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were talking about, like, the, just getting Steam and Proton up and running, and checking the compatibility for the games that you have. And there was... I don't know if they mentioned Lutris in the video, I don't remember, but they did have a link for Lutris in the video description.
Well, they
So,
definitely
that was a nice touch.
did a Lutris commercial in the last one, though. That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was all Lutris all the time.
100% behind that.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that they mentioned. It's like, oh, but if you're a content creator, none of the Adobe suite works. It's like, yeah, if you're a content creator and you're paying Adobe that much money, you need to reevaluate a couple of things.
No. See, at that point, you fully embrace the sunk cost fallacy. You're
What
bought
you
into
gotta
that
understand is
ecosystem.
Adobe has structured it in a way, a genius. It's so evil, I approve of it. Way of paying them where it seems like it's less money until you do the maths.
And then it's more money.
Oh boy, is it more money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a great value month to month. Just don't add it up.
Yeah, and if I don't use it for the month, it means that I'm not working for the month, which means I can't afford to use the software that I'm paying for. What? Yeah.
Okay, let's set pizza clock. Maybe. There we go. We're going to stick to the pizza clock tonight, everyone. It's no longer the taco clock. It has been renamed.
What kind of pizza is it? Is it a margarita pizza? Is it a Hawaiian pizza? Is it I don't know, a white pizza? Is it I don't know. What other pizzas are there?
It's an edible
Meat lovers?
cheese plate pizza.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on what you have on your plate, right? Your cheese plate.
Not if you're drunk enough. Not really.
I mean,
It's like, oh, that looks like a pizza, I'll have that.
you could say that about a lot of things, though. It's not
You can
pizza
say that.
exclusive.
Okay, well, here's a pizza exclusive one. Doesn't matter in the morning when you're eating it cold out of the icebox.
I don't know. Chinese food too. Leftover
Yeah.
Chinese.
Never had leftover
is
Chinese
very
on my
good.
pizza.
You just pull.
No, just out of the fridge. You could put it on your pizza though.
Out of the fridge, no containment. You're just like, yeah,
Look,
Yeah, I just have
pizza.
I just have a pile of lo mein noodles. You know the vegetable crisper. I just store it in there.
yeah.
Make the extra crispy noodles extra crispy.
Those things work, man, because I've straight up forgot some veg. A couple of times. I'm like, oh, I'm scared to like open them. I'm like, what did I?
It's still good.
Either that or it's not completely putrefied. I'm like, I see
Yeah.
that as a win. I don't have to worry about dripping when I'm trying to toss it.
Yeah. Oh no, the worst is when you like try to grab it and then it just like squishes and collapses in your hand. You're just like, ugh. And then it breaks apart and you're like, oh fuck.
And you can't even make banana bread out of it. It's a damn shame.
Dude, I still have frozen bananas in my freezer from like a year ago.
Oh no. What, just in
Banana
case you want to like...
popsicle, anyone?
No.
like-
if you want a banana, you just pop it in the microwave.
So it was for like a marijuana banana bread that I never got around to making. So listen, I'm not gonna bullshit you. That was the plan. And then surprise, surprise, I got high and forgot about it. For 9 months.
And it's been so long now, it's just a thing.
Right, yeah, right. I don't have the... It lives there now. It has like a little family. I have a little backstory for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Nanners. And he's like, hi, Jordan. I'm still in the freezer a year later. I'm like, you keep living, Nanners, man. You're my boy. You're my rock. Rock hard frozen banana.
I don't know. I'm thinking if you microwave it and eat it, you could be like IRL Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Dude, if I microwave it, I'm going to have exploded frozen banana in my microwave.
See, you're supposed to just gloss over that part.
You put it in a Tupperware with the lid slightly off.
Just put it in a Tupperware you don't care about anymore.
Yeah.
Max out the power on that microwave, let it go for about 2 hours.
As somebody who's like, is it microwave safe? 100% my reaction is, we'll find out.
Wait, you mean is it safe for the microwave, or is it safe to put in the microwave?
Shrug emoji, bitch. Come on.
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep.
Because if I'm being honest with you, I don't care about the health of my microwave. Fuck
Oh,
that
I don't
fucker.
either. I probably go through 3 or 4 a year. I do. I get them at the thrift store, man. Well, I use them for smelting, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to sell when we moved out of that apartment in Portugal. I was trying to sell like all of the electrical appliances, and I put the microwave up on OLX, which is like Portuguese Craigslist.
Portlist.
And
Isn't that in Portland?
the first call I got was some kid who couldn't have been like more than 13 or 14, judging by the high-pitched voice. It's like, can I just microwave metal in that? It's like, it's a microwave. That's probably not a good idea. Oh, not even for like, if you're trying to melt something. It's like, it's a microwave.
It works really well, just not a lot of times.
Listen, as long as you sign the liability waiver stating that I am not responsible for anything you do with the microwave, yes, you can put metal in the microwave. Yeah. You need my back to sign that thing? Yeah. Just
You're like, oh, here you go. Oh, and remember how I showed you to hold the door open and push the buttons so you could watch.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and remember, the forks lodged into it came with it originally.
Yes. And those aren't sparks, those are particle effects.
Those aren't sparks. It's just it's microwave magic.
Yeah. Microwaving for one. A new series.
Dude, the Gamer Grumps did, like, they tried a bunch of the recipes from that fucking cookbook.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the recipes? I mean, put some shit in there and hit go, see what happens.
Dude, they are surprisingly more involved than I would have anticipated. Involving like multiple stages of microwaving different ingredient mixtures and then combining them afterwards. Like, it's a whole thing. It didn't turn out too good, but like,
unsurprisingly.
I don't know. I've definitely was like, oh, have you tried microwaving brownies? And like, that sounds diabetes.
I mean, if you want to get them nice and like warm and soft, sure.
No, I mean making brownies in the microwave.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
Oh, like the cup brownies. Yeah.
Yep.
Nori makes those every now and then. Yeah.
I had to stop doing that because like
diabetes.
Yeah. Because once you're able to start making your own cakes, it's a slippery slope that I rolled down because I was too fat from eating my own cakes.
I know how to bake, I know how to cook. It's just that I'm lazy, so
Steve, is that the second time you've posted that?
Yes. In case you missed it the first time.
Oh, okay.
You know what, Steve? I love Uranus too.
Yes.
I say that from the bottom of my anus. I love Uranus.
Bacon, microwave, yeah. Opening Xorg config, yeah. Having to tingle with System D. X doesn't bother me. X gives it to you. Like, as long as I have something to work with,
Yeah.
scaffolding, I'm good.
I've been working with System D long enough at this point that it's just like, whatever, I'm familiar enough with the syntax.
It's easy enough to create a service file that just triggers a specific script. And you can separate everything out. But I'm lazy, again, so I just put everything in RC local.
But what if you need to trigger the script and the script can only be run by a user?
You can run it as a user.
As a boot up process.
You set it to run, instead of setting systemd to enable it at boot, you set it to run when the desktop itself loads.
Headless.
You set it as a
Headless.
startup device.
So also there are user account specific Systemd services like Pulse Audio that you can enable. So when the user logs in, it'll trigger the unit.
Okay, it has to be from the console. I mean, there's no graphical environment on this whatsoever.
Oh no, I'm saying like
drop
but even when you log into just like a regular user, the Systemd unit will like log in, even if it's just a console user.
Never log into the box outside of SSH.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to run as a user, but without any user logging in.
Yeah.
Then in the unit file, you put like user in the service definition. Like it's user equals and then the user.
And if that user never logs
just
in,
the username, even if the user doesn't log on.
Yeah. You can have like service account users.
Oh,
Like you can just tell root to start the process as a given user.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like it's literally in the unit file. You say user equals and then the user, and then when the service starts up, it just runs as that user.
Yep.
Look forward to my email tomorrow.
Okay.
I've already said fucking created a script for SSH and when it's over. Anyway. It's good to know that's possible, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot that you can do with Systemd.
As I said,
like,
I know
a
enough.
lot.
It's like I could figure it out through things like asking people and Googling, but holy fuck, I don't like it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'm waiting for Home D to see exactly what's going to break. I mentioned that on Wednesday. It's
well, that's the thing. You don't have to build your distro with Home D. I think if you're a company like Pixar, for example, and you want like people's homes on network drives or whatever, then this is a good solution.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but
like,
if you're installing the next Fedora, you get Home D.
Yeah, I can also see it like, well, in container systems, Systemd doesn't even start up, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, for legacy accounts, yeah, like it's gonna be a problem. But I don't know, like what do you call it? There's auth-config, which is just a handy utility for turning on and off and on like authentication options. So it might just be a thing like, hey, turn off Systemd Home D, and it'll just be like, okay, yeah, fall back to the legacy behavior. I think that would be the best solution. Or because at least with like Cent, you can have different installation profiles. I'm sure there's something similar with Debian. You can say like,
Cent, I love you, baby. I love the fact that Cent has the audacity and nerve to give you a workstation install option. Like, that's fucking adorable. We both know that's bullshit, but all right.
yeah, but like,
I'm still running.
but there you go.
The default Manjaro thing. I'm waiting for the the ribbon cable to arrive for the NVMe so I can do an NVMe install of literally anything else. Please. Oh god.
I will feel bad for you if they send you the wrong. I would check all over their fucking site. Like, do you have any other ribbon cables?
Hey, Ben.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
might consider start chopping the wider ones that I have. Is like chopping them. Is like, does this work?
Who are you gonna call when you need some pepperoni? We gotta stay on the pizza clock.
Oh, it's already run over. Okay.
Yeah, it took a minute.
Yep.
I was just seeing if the damn thing reset because it stays on not for a minute.
It did in fact reset. I just like, hey, right, pizza clock. What time is it? Oh, we're 2 minutes over.
It
All right.
stays at 0 for like over a minute.
Okay.
Long pause. Yep. It's picking up.
Everyone was trying to figure out. I was like, what are you on about?
I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about pizza clock,
I'm just
man.
saying, with the backstory and history, man, come on. We really need somebody to start a wiki page for us so we can fill this in. For our app, when we get senile and shit, that will be of use. Like, wait a minute, what was that?
When we get senile, we're like, what's the address of the wiki again? I don't remember. Didn't you bookmark it? No, I don't remember where my phone is. Ah!
Poo pants. All right.
Where's my laptop? Sir, laptops haven't existed for 20 years.
Laptop throw.
Shut up. Bring me some whiskey.
Right, hang on, let me zip. Zoom that out and...
Poor old man Mateus. He's been calling NyQuil whiskey for the past 5 years now. It puts him out though, so who am I to complain? He drinks it.
That's fine. He just screams in the mirror and says, shit works, son. And welcome back to another Linux GameCast Weekly. The show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, on-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. Man, I thought we were gonna have trouble filling the show. Then like Thursday and Friday showed up, just went laid it on the table.
Yeah.
That's what usually happens though. Like people tend to release stuff near the weekend,
Thursday.
I guess. Yeah.
Dude, it comes out of nowhere and just flops all around, all over this mythical table. Hey, everyone, I'm Vince Stone. That dulcet toad up there, that is one Jordan's fang. This way. Ha!
Wow.
Wait. Technically right, either way. Anyway, Pedro Mateus, the man on the island. You know him, you love him. Staying up late, past his bedtime, along with you at home. Chat Realm Dynamic, helping us form this cute, family-friendly little thing we like to call Cocaine Voltron. It's 2020. What are you doing, Jordan? That's nasty.
I listen, man. I'm just playing with my hands.
That can also be nasty.
There are worse things that you could be doing with your hands, yes.
I washed them beforehand. They're clean. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry.
fine.
Don't worry.
So you
Don't
are
worry
doing
about it.
those things. Okay.
Have you been up to anything, Jordan? Or the gym's open? Have you been able
No.
to push anything? Dude, I saw that picture and you said they were going to be doing that in Toronto. Check this out. If you didn't see it in our Discord, like the gyms are in, it was like a 3-sided with just plastic.
Yeah. So apparently that was a class.
I looked at that. I thought I can smell that over the internet.
Yeah, the stag box.
Basting.
Yeah. So apparently that's in Gold's Gym in California. I gotta wait until I got the news. I gotta wait until the 25th of July before the gyms in my area reopen. Man, I have come to realize over the past 6 months now.
Yeah.
So much of my ADHD coping strategies and autism coping strategies had to do with the fact that okay, well, I'm just gonna go stand under a 400-pound barbell for a couple hours, and it's gonna make all my problems seem insignificant in comparison to a half-ton weight that's on my back or a quarter-ton weight that's on my back. So, yeah, no, man, I've been doing groovy programming all week. I've been so fucking busy writing groovy scripts all week. My God, it's too much.
I'm sorry. That sucks. I mean, it really does.
It's like Java, but worse. That's the best thing about Groovy. It's like let's take all the syntax from Java and let's try to make it Python.
Nah,
no,
it's not. Pedro, how are you coping with the everyday daily struggle that is working at home?
If only I could actually work from home every day. No, I'd have to go into the office at least once a week, so... Yeah, no, it's would very much like to work from home because apparently I get a lot more done when I'm at home. Go figure. But my coping mechanism usually involves laptops, and I mentioned this on Wednesday. But Pinebook Pro finally arrived. I can't have the NVMEs on it yet. See if I can.
That's
show
awesome.
the logo.
I love that they only send you part of your Pinebook, man. I mean, that's...
Yeah, no, like the Pinebook itself is complete, but I have to charge it via USB-C because they didn't include the EU power adapter that they said they would. Instead, they included two
I can
US
show
ones.
you how to put the nails into the mains, though.
No. Then Pedro's gonna have another pine box he has to contend with.
Either that or a superpower. I'm willing to take my chances.
Indeed.
But yeah, and they also forgot the little ribbon cable that connects the NVMe board to the motherboard on the laptop. So, yeah.
Forget or just
actually
laughed at you while they shipped it separately.
It's a little bit of yellow. I'm going to say this, man. Your Pinebook, it works and it charges. So you came out ahead.
Yeah, no, I've read some horror stories in the meantime.
Did you find any dead pixels on your monitor?
I looked. I even put like a complete white background. It's like, all right,
Hi,
let's
Google.
have a look. See, it's like, nope, that's good. So if there are any dead pixels, if they're on the rim, that doesn't show. So that's
bonus soda, right? Like,
Right?
yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to completely unsponsored ExpressVPN. Have you ever used them?
I have not.
I had to use them, and I'm going to say this 100%. I had to use it to test an activation thing. It's like, whatever. And they're like, hey, man, a month, you don't need it. It works. Their Linux thing works. And they give you your money back for real. I got my fucking check back from them.
All right.
Because I was like,
I
it didn't
paid
work
for PIA
for the
a while
thing.
back.
And
I'm
I'm just saying, good on you, keeping your word. I didn't, sometimes you don't expect that. I thought it was going to be some hassle, and it was like $12 too. So I wasn't gonna like chase after it. But they're like, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I just have my own points of presence thanks to Linode, and I just VPN into those if I need them. But yeah, I mean, the nice thing about like these VPN services is they give you like points of presence in different countries, I guess.
Yeah,
which might be good for me because I'm running out of stuff to watch on Netflix.
No.
And PIA is actually really nice to the Linux community because they've already helped a couple of projects out. Krita, they bailed them out when they had their little cock up with the taxes, so that was really nice. That was part of the reason. It's like, oh, £70 and I get 5 years with 5 computers at once going on one account. It's like,
keeping a persistent VPN for me is like you need it once a decade for me. Like,
I mean,
not when you're in the UK and half the content is region locked to the US.
Yeah,
or when you're spending your days working remotely and you're like, man, I really need these internal resources. But goddamn, the host internet connection is so fucking slow.
Oh man, I just want to give him a little bit of shout out. Kind of like we need to shout the horse out.
Oh. I mean, the horse isn't very concerned about your privacy. Horse isn't concerned about anything because it's dead, really. It's the Steam Linux Update of the Week. Speaking of dead.
No.
Dun.
No.
Yes.
Yay. Left 5, Brad 4. 3. Yes.
Manchester United 2. What?
Check it out, man. Check it out. Of course, this comes from the Valve News Network, which means it's speculative bullshit, but damn it if I don't like a nice little chunk of that. But here's a bit of trivia for you. Connecting from Left 4 Dead 2 client to a Source 2 server would produce no meaningful messages, and that's kind of in response to that Valve News Network, like, hey, we discovered the server. It's been around for a while, and we can't connect to it, and we're just not getting any errors, and people are playing on it. It's that lighthouse map that was never ported over from the original campaign.
Maybe.
Equals Left 4 Dead 3. Confirmed, right? On Source 2. 100%.
I mean, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If you watch the video, they go into it. There's a server activity monitor for all the official Valve servers. They found a couple of these servers couldn't connect to it. Apparently they're running a radically newer version of the client and network protocol, which makes sense because apparently concurrently there was about 21 players on that server. Could mean that they're testing some massively multiplayer Left 4 Dead stuff, which would be really cool. It also makes sense that they'd have to overhaul the protocol, because if you want to support that many players, you got to do some tricksy business in order to do it. There's a lot of like Reddit hive mind, Twitter hive mind speculating like, oh, this is going to be a Source 2 port of Left 4 Dead, or they're going to be like, this is going to be Left 4 Dead 3. I don't know. For all we know, like I was saying in the pre super shows, and this could just be another one of these Valve projects that will never see the light of day. It just got to the point where they're testing the multiplayer stuff. It might get recycled for another thing. Who knows?
And it's Valve. Why update the game at all when you can just, port the old Left 4 Dead campaign to Left 4 Dead 2, and away we go.
I'd like a Source 2 port. I would like to see some Vulcan support in that. 16-player matches, though. That'd be. I'd like to see what they do with that. If we get something, a little crazy or a little sideways.
Yeah, there's definitely some room where they could because like Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 were pretty much carbon copies. Like Left 4 Dead 2 added a couple more maps, but like when you look at the difference between. Yeah, when you look at the difference between something like Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, or like, well, I mean, not necessarily Portal 1 and Portal 2, but even Portal 2 added a lot more stuff. Like, it was fairly radically departed from the previous entry. So I'm interested to see how they're going to progress the Left 4 Dead series, if at all. If this is not nothing.
Well, we were talking about in the previous super shows, and yeah, I was definitely with. I just got like I don't know if it's because Alex came out and the previous work with like the card game that ate all the poo. If something like this dropped, and with Valve, I firmly believe it would just come out of like fuck all nowhere out of the sky, and like that's like, yeah, it tracks. That tracks. I'd be happy. I don't know if I'd be surprised.
I mean, it would track. They were basically saying a while ago, like, yeah, the big mistake we made with Left 4 Dead 2 and all of the expansions that we never released was we announced them, and that got people all hyped up. So maybe
we just
3.
Gotta. They just can't do 3. It's got to be Left 4 Dead 2 VR Get Wrecked edition, because all you're gonna do is wreck your damn house if you're playing Left 4 Dead in VR.
Maybe Valve's opening up like a home insurance thing as well.
Right.
That's
it's
the
a
vertical
home
integration
service from the inside, and you do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Client betas.
Yes, and Valve have been keeping up with the client betas, and on June 15th, they released one. It had a couple of Linux fixes. It also had a... The thing that I noticed was the fix the overlay activating if you're using the Steam controller in big picture mode, and you do like the hold down the Steam button and hit the left trigger, take a screenshot. The overlay would open after that, and I always thought that was intentional, because you saw like you took this screenshot, you want to do something with it? Apparently not. But Jordan, what are the Linux fixes?
Well, so Pedro's actually nice enough to include a little spreadsheet in slideshow spreadsheet. Yeah, some sort of document in the show notes.
That's something completely different.
Welcome back to Linux Gamecast Spread Show.
It's
baby.
about butter,
After
you
dark.
monster.
Indeed. It's about butter and cream cheese. Anyways, so the note here is updated Scout Steam runtime. So Scout is actually the containerized Steam runtime. There's like I said, there's a slideshow in the show notes Pedro posted, as well as all the other links to these stories, by the way. And yeah, so Scout is the containerized version of the Steam runtime. They've updated it. They're still apparently working on some containerization issues. The slideshow does also include a bunch of details about like what they tried, like fully containerizing Steam, containerizing individual applications, some of the issues that they're running, and it's actually pretty interesting. From like containerizing games, it really goes to show there hasn't been a lot of work on like container graphics, which I think maybe this is something that Microsoft's kind of getting ahead of with the WSL.
Did you see what Nvidia did for the WSL? They're like,
yeah, they got CUDA, yeah. But like, yeah, Microsoft of all people is kind of paying attention to that, and I think there's some value to be had from that work. That said, there was another thing that got fixed for Windows, but we got to keep an eye on some of the Windows fixes because sometimes they trickle down into Proton. Apparently, there's been some Origin overlay fuckery because Origin has a Steam overlay too, in addition to the Steam overlay. So the people on Windows, when they try to do the overlay, they get both overlays and it fucks things up. I wonder if we're gonna get weird crap like that under Linux because of Proton and just
It's definitely a thing you had to do because one of the ass ends creed that I had, you had to like disable the overlay inside of the Origin launcher that you launched from
Uplay.
Steam. Yeah, Uplay, whatever the hell it was.
Ubisoft, EA, different people.
It's no, what it is, Pedro, is not Steam.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I just clicked my game launcher to open another game. All right, fine, whatever. Hey, they also did something a lot of people are happy about. They're tackling the bots in Team Fortress 2. This has been a problem for like the last 2 months, man. And the latest update, it's been out, and it will be applied automatically when you restart, so you don't have to do anything. And it's going to do things like restrict certain accounts from using chat and official matchmaking, because a lot of people have been complaining about, well, a bunch of naughty typey words. And a couple other, just fixes to the game and all that.
Spam bots.
It's mainly to tackle the spam problem, which I'm going to say, good on you, Valve, for getting around to it, because guess what? Team Fortress 2, not a new game. Not a big moneymaker. People have kind of gotten tired of buying hats. But
yeah, I think people like kind of moved over to Overwatch after a while.
It's still in for like Steam games, man. It's in the top 10 of most played games to this day.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but
it's no CS:GO or Dota 2, but it's there.
Yeah, and you got to imagine that the people who are actively playing TF2 right now, they're bought in. This is their game. This is the game that they play. It's like going into like a speedrunners online match. No, don't try and expect your filthy casual ass to survive. One other thing they added here is when you're reporting people, they're going to give you more. They're going to give you more information about who you're reporting. I'm not sure what that actually means. Like if it's going to show
home address,
like,
what they had for breakfast.
Yeah, like the client version, their IP address. I don't know, but
it's probably going to be the same thing that you get if you go check their Steam profile and you hit the little arrow next to their name and you see like the previous names that they had. It's probably that.
maybe more. I don't know, but anyways, they're trying to like get rid of griefing accounts and spam accounts, which, like Vince says, is a good thing for like the long-term health of the game.
It has to be. I mean, there's a very fascinating talk given, I think it was in 2018 on GDC. You can find it on their YouTube channel about the guy who started the deep learning for, spam and cheat detection and going through how they came up with like red team, blue team to separate the cheaters from the not cheaters. And it was like very interesting how they had to balance that out. It's a fun watch if you kind of dig that nonsense, which no one likes cheaters, man. Like, they just don't. Don't be a dick, right?
Yeah, you want to cheat in a single-player game, go right ahead, but keep it out of the multiplayer, please. Yeah, please.
Or if you're gonna cheat in multiplayer, make sure that everyone on the server has cheats, so that it's kind of
that's my favorite.
Cheating.
My 100% favorite thing is when developers identify cheaters and stick them in matches together.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, how about actually I would pay money to watch that show.
It's like the steroid Olympics, right? I kind of want to see like what all these juiced out dudes can do, right?
Who
like,
brings the best cheats to,
Yeah, right? Like
okay.
that would be kind of fun.
Pedro, you've been talking about this game on and off and on and off, and this is the first time I've even seen like the title card for it. So tell me about it.
Yeah,
got to call out Scott.
Yes, this is last epoch, and it was Scott who made us aware of this in Discord because he said, yo, I did some work on this game, and they have a Linux version, so why don't you guys have a look? And I looked at it, it's like your Diablos and your Path of Exiles and whatnots. So, I gave it a look, and the first version didn't run terribly well on Linux. It was single-threaded, like, all the way. You had one thread at 100%, and the rest of them were doing nothing. Eventually, though, they did manage to fix that slight issue, and the game runs much better now. And the latest version, they actually only mention... Yep. They actually mentioned one of the one Linux fix, which is fix the bug where character introduction videos would fail to play on Linux. This meant the game got stuck in a black screen when creating a character requiring a game restart, which I ran into this when I created the one character that I have in this game.
Okay, Pedro, hold on a second. You see the text in this trailer. They've lifted that font directly from Diablo, did they not? I'm not tripping.
Very much like Diablo 3, yes.
Yeah, they are ripping that font off.
Yeah, no, it is very much in the Diablo and Path of Exile and Torchlight.
Does Diablo have time travel?
Yes, in that, like, I'll start playing it, and then I'll travel forward in time several hours and not realize it.
Oh, so it's like a bed.
Yes.
But yeah, it's Diablo with time travel. You literally walk into time rifts, and you can visit. You can see the map, and the moment you open it, you have like 4 different eras, and you get to go to all of the eras at different points in the game. But it plays very much like Diablo, and it's already taken away like 7 hours of my life. So
I do gotta ask you, man. Like on a scale of 0 to 48 gigabytes, how big is this game?
I'd have to look it up, but it's not particularly big, I don't think.
I would say it's probably right around 48 gigabytes. That's what it says you need to install.
Probably. I don't think it was that big to download. Let me see.
I don't know. Whenever I see these
gigabytes.
whenever I see these Diablo style games, I was like, "Where's the multiplayer, Scott? Where's the multiplayer? I want to click with my friends."
Oh man, yeah. What are we
Yeah,
doing,
they
man?
do have a multiplayer component because you can see that there's like a chat and you can talk in chat to people around the world, but there is no multiplayer in game proper yet.
So you can have lonely fun together.
Yes.
When can I play as the spaceship?
It's not Second Life.
I just want to go down and fuck with him for a minute. I don't really, you can just write me out after that. Great.
I
It's
don't know.
your
Maybe
standard hack and slash or clicky. Just it will destroy the left click on your mouse if you give it the chance.
I gotta say, just looking at the trailer, the combat in that makes me long for it after the game we're going to be tangoing with this evening.
yeah.
Oh, it is much better. The combat. Yes.
I mean, maybe you'd fare better in the Yakuza.
I was about to bring up that level of combat because somebody totally missed this. This comes from rlinux_gaming. Where's the name? Crown Leashed. All right. Totally missed this, but Yakuza 7 is either going to run native on Linux, SteamOS, or officially with Wine. To which you'll say, the fuck? And what?
Beautiful Cereza, so a beautiful cherry.
This is cool. There's like a little Steam logo on there. So this could be 100% total confirmation. So go ahead and do whatever you do, or they could just fuck. Well, they have to populate the depots in order to get that. So
I mean,
Well,
we've seen that that's not.
yeah.
We've seen that that's not 100% true all the time from that one game.
Yeah. That one
So
game
wait,
that just
wait.
packaged a Windows version and says this runs with Proton, and there you
Yeah.
go, there's a Linux icon.
I don't know. I kind of want to. I will definitely feel free to write some emails about what your thoughts on the Yakuzas are to me, because my take was I got Yakuza 0. It was on like stupid sale, man. It was like $1 or something like that. Like $5. And I got to the part in the game, man. The only 2 ways to progress was to play like building management spreadsheet simulator or like nightclub management spread. And we're talking just like static sheets of like managing employees, and I just quit the game right then. I was like, I'm done. I'm out.
I don't know, man, because Yakuza games
I
get
was
pretty crazy.
8 hours in, and I was like, nope, not doing that.
I mean, when like one of the missions is like, we need to teach this dominatrix to like talk shit about people.
Yeah, but see, I'm
because
down with that. I learned how to like I had 2 different characters. I was breakdance fighting and shit. I was like, all right, this is fucked up in its special way. I don't. Then it just locked me into that progression path, and I'm like, no.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if like you're repelled from spreadsheets, like I don't know, a vampire to garlic. I don't know.
Who's the publisher?
I think it's gonna be Sega.
It's gonna be Sega?
Yeah.
So
it's
so
usually
the
Sega.
so the theory is that this might be Feral, because Feral has been porting a lot of Sega stuff lately.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Get a nice
but-
Vulcan version.
But we shall see. This may turn out to be a Street Fighter V or a Witcher 3 that is totally coming.
That's
to
still
Linux,
coming
you
out,
guys.
man.
That's any second now.
Have faith. Believe a little bit. This is something I saw when they were doing all the like game trailers and stuff like that. Last week when they were doing all the new game announcements, and I just saw this popped up, and it's also part of the Steam Game Festival Summer Edition. It's Skatebird or Skatebird, and they were talking to the kid.
Burp.
I shouldn't say kid, 20-something that made this. And he's like, man, I grew up playing like Tony Hawk and all that, and those games just don't exist anymore. So like, I wanted to remake it, and I like birds. So it's a bird. And you can flap your wings, but you can still play the Tony Hawk game. Like, right on, man. I dig this. Now, the reason we're talking about it, this is going to be coming out in 2021. I didn't think anything of it. I was just scrolling through. There's a Linux version of the demo that you can play right now. You can get your own skateboard right on. And I missed that generation of consoles. It was already on PC. Did either of you play the Tony Hawks?
I did,
yeah.
but I had a weird intro because the one I had was on the Game Boy Advance, so it was kind of like a cut down version. But like you could still do all the tricks and shit. So my muscle memory for this game when I was trying out the demo was a little off. But yeah, like grinding manuals, all
on
that
pencils?
stuff.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like Action Hank with skateboards,
You're
right?
a burb.
Yeah, I mean, it looks perfectly fun.
You're a really fat bird just riding around on one of those figure skates.
one gripe I have, you can't at least when I was trying it, you can't use the not the arrow keys, the D-pad for like doing skate manipulation. You got to use the analog stick, which is not great when you got to do the up down thing for grinds. Or
See, that's why I wanted to ask you about it, because I don't know how the mechanics worked.
I
back in the
did
day.
keyboard. I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 like a lot in the early noughties because everyone in my class was playing it. It's just like, all right, fine, I'll play it too.
I fucked around a little
fun.
bit. I tried it with the X-Clone controller, and I got kind of rampant. I fell off, and my chubby little burb ass just like rolled around, and I just like, that's awesome. Just keep going, little buddy. Then I finally reset.
One thing I hope this game does get on release is like one of the things that made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater really good was that they had really good licensed music. So hopefully they get a good soundtrack for this game.
Oh, that they have to pull out of the game the year after release.
Well, I mean, maybe spend some development money on hiring a musician or something.
Musician.
A musician. It's like a musician.
But he transmutes audio tunes right into your skateboard.
Into birds.
Yes.
That's where the birds come from.
Pedro, what do I keep wanting to call this? Well, Jordan, I should say, I keep wanting to call this Trine 6.
I can see why you would want to do this, but this is try 6, so it's 18, I guess. I don't know.
Sounds like something you catch, man. Or no, it sounds like something you pull, man. Yeah, I pulled my Tri 6.
I mean, I have some Tri 6 tendinitis at this point. No, so it's a Infinite Racer. It kind of gives me a bit of audio surf vibes, given like the track and the shape of the car. But you'd think, yeah, this might be cool. You can play it with your friends. You can play it with your friends.
Dude.
in split screen.
Jordan,
but
what
like,
was it? Was it the game Crowd Space? Remember that?
Yeah, Crowd Space.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a lot of. At first, I thought maybe it reminded me a bit of Kinetica, like on the PlayStation 2, but no, it's not quite that. But yeah, like the problem here is like the vehicle is so wide and the split screen is so narrow. I don't see this like I feel they did not think this through until it was a little too late. But also, you're making a racing game with co-op.
There's nothing wrong with a narrow 3-shot. It's perfectly workable.
If you have a 32 by 9 screen, sure, yeah.
But yeah, they do have a demo. It's apparently planned to be released on July 17th.
With more than 300 obstacle variations. It's just one obstacle that just moves around a lot.
Yeah, only three vehicles though, which seems like an odd number. I would think like maybe have more as unlockables or DLC or something. I don't know. It seems strange to me, but
it looks a little too slow paced for my taste. To be honest.
Yes, but we'll get to another very slow paced game in a moment.
Jordan, you bit the bullet on this. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Creamy carrots, man. All right, so this is carrots and cream. So I don't know. I didn't feel like paying $2 to find out what it actually is, but it's apparently
it's memes, isn't it?
Well, it's
apparently not.
It's a game about being being one of 5 carrots and being grown and farmed. Apparently, it requires a little bit of pathos for carrots, but you know, I gotta say, fuck them unless they're pickled and in a banh mi. I think they're disgusting. So if I gotta like murder carrots, I'm not gonna be shitting A tier.
To the reviews, I got down there. It's an absolutely horrific tale involving vitamin-rich carrots and thick, delicious cream. Short but definitely sweet. Yeah, PC gamers, like I'll never look at carrots. I think this is like one of those like what the fuck just went down.
It's an art project. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
interactive
mean,
meditation on the violence of nature and nutrition. Maybe come on, what else could it be?
I mean, for
ARPG?
for $2, if it gives you a good what the fuck,
Souls-like.
I think.
What are you talking about?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's the Dark Souls of carrots, of like rooted vegetables. No, dude, like potato is for noobs. Radish, get the fuck out of here. It's all about carrot. Carrot is the hardcore PC gaming difficult root vegetable. I don't even know what I'm talking about
Arise,
anymore.
carrot, arise.
Shh, it's only legend.
Is it a root or a trunk?
I believe it's a root vegetable.
You know what I can do with a carrot, Pedro?
Stick it up your ass.
Stab you with it.
Also that.
Possibly.
I didn't
You
say
can
I didn't say it would kill you, but motherfucker, it's gonna hurt.
You could
You
stab
can make the stab emotion. Yes, absolutely.
you could stab Pedro's ass with a carrot too.
Right after
That's already got a hole in it, though.
right after we finish the drag race.
Dude,
so
I want some
drag.
Dungeons and Drag Queens.
Pedro,
man.
we talked about this game. It had the wheels
We
that were spinning
did.
too fast.
Yeah, the wheels were spinning too fast and the cars were moving a little too slow. But it's one of those hyper physics based racing games, and the cars slide around a lot because when you do a physics based racing game, it's like people forget that, inertia is also a bit of physics, and it's not just for you sliding off the track when you're attempting to turn. No. You're supposed to have some grip on your freaking
grip?
rubber tires. But no, this one, it's not out yet. They do have a demo like everything else in the Steam Summer Games Festival, so everything gets a demo.
I tried this out,
And-
Pedro, in the upper right-hand corner of the video. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You see what's up? I'll tell you what that is. You're driving on this regular with a bunch of pine trees and, dirt fucking space plants. All right, somebody bought a space plant, pack. No, I gotta get some use out of it. There's these random space plants hanging out. I tried it out, man, because, it's a racing game. Gotta try it out. Zero love for the native version for the X-Clone controller. Not a peep. Didn't even bother with PS4. No resolution settings. Okay. But it does work with Proton, both of them. And space plants, man. But
Yeah.
Splants.
I tried it. And
did
it's
you get
damn near
anything
impossible.
more than this is a sliding around fuck you simulator at this point.
Yeah, no, it's damn near impossible to, if you come from any other racing game, even Dirt Rally or Dirt Rally 2, you come from one of those games and you're thinking, yeah, it's a rally game we're going to do, and you're off the track, and you're off the track, and it's like,
So,
okay, this
I
reminds me of
wouldn't
Power
call
Slide,
this a
but that's not on
demo.
Steam yet.
I would call this more of a concept. That's
It's
So-
pre-alpha. Pre-alpha.
I got a question for you though. Like, have you guys done any sort of rally driving?
Mhm.
Does
On the pavement? Yes.
is the point that they make about cars being weighted at the center and that sort of being unrealistic compared to weight being centered on all four wheels, does that have any merit? Is that is that just bullshit?
No, it depends on what you're driving. As the previous owner
Yeah.
of two 944s, which are 50-50 balanced cars with the transmission in the ass and the engine in the front, those handle different than my 912 did, which was all engine, all ass. But yeah, but rallycross, stuff like that, if you're just driving, it's fun is what it fucking is. It's just controlled madness.
Well-
It's sliding around. Now, I'll take gravel. Fuck ice. If you want to do it on ice, go for it, man. I'm not going to be anywhere near that.
Yeah, on gravel, absolutely.
Well,
but I've only
the-
ever driven front wheel drive cars.
The reason I bring it up is because with that realistic gun physics game from the Wolfire dudes, I was curious maybe what you lose in the abstraction of going from reality to video game is what actually makes it fun. And if you try to replicate it a little too closely, then it loses the game aspect of it.
You can go two ways with it. Codemaster gets a lot of hate because they try to walk the center line, and that just pisses everyone off because it doesn't work quite right and it's not quite arcadey enough. You really need a steering wheel for your dirt rallies and shit like that. They don't play well with control. The only other way to do it is just say fuck it and go full metal distance with it and just do the arcade racing where you can just sideways fly, but it's consistent. I don't think this person's ever been behind the wheel of a vehicle. They've only heard legend and stories.
They
Mega
probably
Ultra
got
car?
all the theory and all the physics. It's like, okay, it's got 4 wheels, so the vectors pull this way, and it weighs this much, and we're going to try and simulate that. It's like, oh god, no.
I just had a horrible mental image, and it's Mega Ultra Clarkson, and now I just want to go home.
No, keep going.
The Isle of Clarkson.
It just has so much shit in its mouth. Just so much shit in its mouth.
Full of hammers.
And steaks, undercooked or overcooked steaks. Anyways, 3D Sun. So this one's kind of interesting because it's an NES emulator on sale on Steam, which makes me go, I don't think I'm curious what Nintendo can actually do to fuck this.
It means we're gonna find out.
We will find out. But what this is kind of neat because what it does is it will convert specific NES games. It won't do it for everyone. They have a list of them on their Steam page. From like 2D to 3D. You still have to like operate under the constraints of the old NES game, but you get like you get voxels instead of pixels essentially.
Yep.
Which I mean could be kind of neat. I would like to see some like Castlevania 1 where like they're trying to do some ambitious shit with like pseudo parallax scrolling. Maybe it looks a little better here. I don't know, but they're adding support for more games as it goes, and it's a cool little project. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't murderize it because they have something else similar in the works, or they just don't want people to play their games like this.
But there's also that. This looks like it could go so hilariously wrong, but in such a very entertaining way. Since you do have to do some modification, you just can't take a ROM out of the box and it's going to work. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. You extrude some pixels and you have at it. Dude's also planning on, he's like, well, for reasons early access, I want to get some financing because I want to be able to switch some of these games into first person mode. And I'm like, do it, buddy.
That would be fucked up.
Yeah, let's go for it.
But
I'm down.
The other thing of with
I'm
this
buying
being
a
on
copy
Steam,
after the show.
with this being on
$8.99.
Steam, remote play. You can actually play Duck Hunt with your friends in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
3D Duck Hunt, man. We need a light gun that works off of LCDs, though.
Wait a minute. Okay, see, if we're going to be playing Duck Hunt, the 3 of us can play it.
Well, I think only 2 of us can play it. Because one person is the duck and the other guy is the shitty guy.
You can control the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's player 2 is the dog, player 1 is shooter. We can't do all 3.
What if we just play like 2 versions at one time?
What if instead like I have one we each have like one hand on each controller and we all try to like coordinate?
Okay, we play it through Twitch.
Yes. Twitch plays 3D
Let's
Duck
see.
Hunt.
So we need 6 iterations of the game running so that all 3 of us can play with each other.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sounds sexy. Coming up next, Ven is going to tell you to not buy a microphone and explain why. Also, Open Skyrim is real, man. It's happening. Ah!
Boom.
Because my outside has started to match my inside, Linux Nuru.
Speaking of inside, I'm definitely lacking beer. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Alan.
Yes, that does exist, but I'm pretty sure Duck Hunt didn't support it.
With that attitude, it never will.
Yes.
Pretty sure it didn't support 3D emulation bullshit too, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, right. We gotta go to vote.linuxgamecast.com. We've been having people suggest some show titles.
Tell me about it.
Well, if you suggest a show title in Discord or in IRC, you can go to vote.linuxgamecast and vote for it. Right now, LGC Spread Show is in the lead with 1 vote, so lots of opportunity to change that.
3D Duck Hunt, Murder Carrots, yep. Skatebird, voting for
I'm
himself.
gonna give a vote to the Dark Souls of Carrots.
Washed beforehand.
Yakuza Dominatrix. Stagbox. All right, I gotta take a crap. I'll be back.
Mike G,
10
thank you.
minutes. What'd Mike do?
You already got me this very, very comfy chair, so the king goblin's on me. I would buy you all the beers if I could.
Oh, I thought we got to blame Mike for something.
I'm sure, given enough time, he'll do something that we can blame him for.
Just give him a minute. Give him a minute. Like, it's not your fault. Day's not over yet. So, who's been watching what is it, Last of Us 2?
Last of Us Part 2. I still want to play the first one.
I've never played the first one. That's all effectively anyone I've ever decided to follow in the history of fuck me is streaming, so I've been watching it. Not like when I say more, it's been playing in the background, and it seems to be more, but of like the game. Okay, I don't know. I don't understand why somebody's like, why people are so unhinged about it. It looks like
because it had a AAA marketing team behind it, probably.
I don't know.
That's usually how that goes. And The Last of Us was pretty popular. I can't remember who it was that I saw play it. It's like, I kind of want to play that.
It's one of those games I look at that, I'm like, yeah, that's I like having a game like that that's a Batman game for me. It's a game I can just go fuck around in and make minimal progression over. But for me, that is like a 9-month-long game. I can't do like 3-4 hours at a time, man. I gotta get up, go do something. Dun, dun.
You ought to talk about fucking around. The past 14 weeks in Dark Souls.
What are you gonna play, like Dark Souls 2 when you're done with that?
No, I'm not going to submit people to 2 Dark Souls games in a row.
Oh, okay, so you're playing Code Vein. Got it.
I thought about that, but I already finished that. And honestly, I think I'm done with that.
I'm kind of done with it. I can't, this is a lie. I'm not stuck at the dog boss. I just don't want to put the time into it.
Dog boss. The one that I played on stream?
That's adorable. You think I have fucking idea which one you played on stream?
The one in the Fire City?
No, the church dog boss.
Oh, yeah. That's part of why I stopped playing with my solo characters, because I couldn't kick her ass with solo.
I got stupidly close one time, then I went back a couple of days later, and it just straight up wrecked me. I'm like, it was like a half-hearted rage quit alt F4. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I finished it, and I started New Game Plus, and I saw, oh, this is literally the exact same thing, except enemies have more HP. Okay,
I mean, that's what a lot of New Game Plus is.
Dark Souls did do a little something different with all the New Game Pluses. They shifted, like, enemy placements, and they changed some of the items around.
So if you want New Game Plus, what you do is you randomly reconfigure your controller.
Look, you saw what I did after deliberately reconfiguring my controller on your stream, and I kept hitting the wrong button. It's like, oh god damn it, that's not there anymore.
you know what happens? It's you'll like reassign a button after like fucking it up enough times, and then you'll realize your brain got used to the way you had it before. And it's just like, fuck! Now I'm just double screwed because I can't do it when it's set up properly, but I can't do it when I fix it either.
I just power through it. I gotta learn it. I gotta figure it out. I come from the dark times when there were. That's just the buttons you got, man. So.
Oh, dude, we're gonna be talking about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bringing back tank controls, man.
I have an glove.
Can you use it with your NES?
Haven't tried. I don't have a power adapter for the NES though, so I assume it works.
I would imagine so. It's like OG Nintendium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if anything, you just need to hit it with a bit of like compressed air, and you'll be golden. Unless you open it up and there's like a bunch of spaghetti in the cartridge slot.
There are a bunch of dead spiders.
Don't get my hopes up. That's cruel. Tempting some spider webs.
Yeah, that was my uncle's Mini, because he had a Mini, and he didn't sell it. He just kept it in his garage for a while.
Why would he get rid of it if he got free spiders?
No, that's the thing. He just stopped paying attention to it. And then when he finally went back to pay attention to it, he actually bothered to clear the dust off the windshield and saw that the inside was just lined in spider webs.
That's so many bowls of spider webs. Be delicious. See, that's where I draw the line, but I totally wouldn't draw the line if I just had fuck you. I'd straight up have spider web decorations in my fucking house if I just had fuck you money, if I didn't have to worry about anything ever. Yeah, I like that. Go to hell. I also decorate the house once a year, and that's called Halloween. There's a bunch of cool stuff.
Nori does the decorating.
Well, I buy Halloween shit. I mean, decorate.
You buy Halloween shit as just like normal shit, though.
Yeah, I do. That's why I said one time a year.
That explains all those desiccated pumpkins around your house.
Don't buy those, man. I don't like pumpkin. I like pumpkin and seeds, yeah. Haven't found any pumpkin that I want to fuck with.
Would you fuck a pumpkin?
No.
Even if it was microwaved a little bit?
I don't know if I'd microwave a pumpkin. Would you microwave a pumpkin?
If I was gonna fuck it, then yeah.
Oh, is that where you draw the line? You're like...
It's a fucko lantern.
Exactly. It's a wacko lantern, Pedro.
Well, you know, the Canadian healthcare, you know, when he comes in with third-degree burns on his junk, it was like, he doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
much
again.
To that.
A whack-a-lantern, yeah.
Yeah, wacko lantern. A
The,
wacko jack-o'-lantern.
Give everybody, this is like a warning, man. Do you use antiperspirant or just regular deodorant?
I think all deodorants now are antiperspirant.
Incorrect.
No, I think I use an antiperspirant.
Pedro?
I use deodorant because I sweat like a pig, and I don't want my pores blocked.
Well, so here's the thing though. Like, I can pit stick up my pits, right? But the rest of me still sweats a lot. That's just the idea. Is it's the stanky bits that you want to like reduce the stink of a little bit.
I was...
Because like
deodorant.
The moral of the story is I was shopping, and by shopping mean it was like, oh, I'm out of deodorant. I need to buy... That's closest. All right. And it was Arm & Hammer. Like, extreme antiperspirant. Which I read once
I'm using Arm & Hammer toothpaste. That's
you
the
shouldn't
tube.
use that for deodorant. It's ineffective. To Arm & Hammer, I'll give you a little shout out, too. To their credit, I mean, it's just like a regular white stick, whatever. It's the next day. Getting a shower was difficult.
oh yeah, with the
Dude, water just fucked off when it hit that. I'm like, come on, what? Minty Fresh Pits, baby. Toothpaste is, yeah, man. Tad.
I just use Mitchum. That works. It doesn't cause my armpits to swell up like some deodorants, so.
I'm using some coconut deodorant, and it, you know, full credit to them. You open up the list like, coconut.
I don't
Then
want
you
to put
spread it
anything
on
that
and
makes
it
me hungry
loses
under my
all
arms.
the smell.
No, it's the worst when like you get the delicious smelling soaps because you're like, fuck, I want to eat you, but I know you're just soap and you're not gonna taste anything like you smell. But it's so tempting.
Pina colada.
Needs more pineapple.
I don't know, man, because when you open up a fresh bar of soap and just set it out, man, that's your bathroom for the first couple of days, man. It's like, all right.
I don't get perfumed soap, so
I get Dove or sometimes Irish Spring if I feel like
Irish Spring is the one that'll fuck up your bathroom for sure.
Yes.
it's soap bad. I'm like, do you break down shit? All right, cool.
I don't know. Like I don't really like. I use Dove mostly, and that doesn't have an odor, or at least not one that I notice.
Wouldn't that be an interesting product, Strider, if you could buy fake soap? It lathered and everything, but it did fuck all to like break down fats and oils. Actually, it was oily.
Typical Marvel Portuguese soap. Let me see if I can find a
If
picture
that
doesn't have a
exists,
stupid URL.
and that took off, I would never go to like a convention or a comic book store ever again. I'm sorry, like you wouldn't know. People be like, "Yeah, I've been showering regularly. You've been using that fake shit."
No, then it would be. That's why I don't shower. You can't trust soap.
No, that's why you got to use lye to clean yourself.
That stuff. What?
That'll get you clean. That'll get you clean.
Yeah, that'll clean the skin off your muscle. Yeah.
No. You can get like lye soap that you can use on your skin. It's like super harsh on it, but it won't like peel it off or anything.
That'll de-ermal your layer.
Or
All right,
if
let me
you,
get a drink. We're at a time, so.
all right.
Yes. But yeah, that blue and white soap is a typical Portuguese marble soap, and that stuff will eat away at your hands if you leave it sitting long enough.
What do you call it? I used to work at a mechanics place. I was the guy who was like draining oil pans and like re-greasing axle joints and shit. And yeah, they had like the powdered soap there. I think that's actually lye soap, where like, yeah, you powder your hands up and it's like super abrasive and it just like rips the top layer of skin off.
If you're dealing with oil and you need to get rid of it, it's either that or super gel. But super gel also does a number on your skin, so. No, if you leave it on your hands, Scott, if you like soap up your hands and don't immediately rinse them afterwards, it will start to crack. Your skin dries up and cracks and falls.
And that's why Pedro never showers. The end.
I showered earlier today because it's like, oh yeah, I do need to go shopping and I haven't left the house in a few days, so I probably should shower.
Oh, dude, I'm feeling that in quarantine all the time. Like, when was the last time I showered? 4 days ago. Jeez.
Yeah, no, the whole having to go to the office at least a day a week, it's pretty good. It's just like, it's just shower before I leave the house. All right.
Well, so
okay.
so like the way my brain works is like, okay, I'm going out today. I should definitely make it a point to shower. And like go and work every day. It's like, okay, I'm going to work. I should probably not smell like complete dog shit because I'm going to be sharing proximity with people. But like now, I'm dating a lady with no sense of smell.
Every day, you should shower every day, absolutely. But yeah, if you're just in the house all the time and you're not moving all that much, it's like,
Well, I mean, even if you're not moving enough, like you're shedding dead skin cells and like your body's coming in contact with shit. I don't know. Feeling clean feels nice. Like if you haven't showered for a couple of days and then you take like a nice long hot shower.
That has never been a factor out. Dude, that's one of the reasons I'm not down with camping. Because like a couple of days, ooh, 2.
I mean, that's what the lake is for. You just go in the lake and wash off.
I don't swim in shit I can't see the bottom of.
You don't have to go that deep in the lake.
Still can't see the bottom. Lakes cause me to close my eyes. I can't see the bottom. It's reflex reaction. I have no control over it. It's a struggle, really.
So we send you out with water wings. We need like Ven-sized water wings. Can we put that on the Amazon wish list? Can we get floaties for Ven?
Wait, can I get water anklets?
Yeah, so that you go upside down and you just drown. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll get you a really long snorkel too, just to give you some false hope.
All right. Wonder if we can sell ankle floaties. See how
Hashtag floaties for Ven. Would you like to float like a stone? Ankle floaties.
ankle floaties. I want to do the commercial.
Float like a stone.
Yeah.
All right.
He's our mascot. All right. Let's...
Before this gets dark.
Like the bottom of a lake.
That's just cloudy.
Locked and loaded. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do this. Do I have you muted? Maybe? Maybe not. What are you going to do about it? Ha! In 3, 2.
And it's right around that time when we need to take a bit of a break from all the Linuxy stuff and say thank you, all of you who are listening to us, because
Pedro,
you're
do you know
awesome.
something I never want to take a break from?
What?
Floating in a lake.
By my ankles.
Upside
Ankle
down.
floaties. A new product here at LGC. Store.
Speaking of, we're looking at expanding the LGC store. We'll get to that in a minute. But if you want to help us afford the patent on ankle floaties, you can head on over to linuxgamecast.com. We got a support button that you can put your mouse over. It'll lead you to all sorts of various links for like PayPal.
Oh, come
God,
on.
he's having a little money seizure.
There.
Oh no.
Ankle floaties.
Ankle floaties. Yeah, we got PayPal, we got Bitcoin, we got LibrePay.
Oh, right.
If you want,
We're doing the business thing. Sorry.
yeah, if you, yeah, it is shilling time. That's what the shilling penguin's really here for.
For the business reasons, I had to turn the penguin upside down.
For business reasons,
Yes.
Indeed.
It's an
Well,
Australian penguin.
well, if you want to support us for business reasons, we got a Patreon too. Patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. Become a Patreon, and you get access to our Discord channel, and you can join us in multiplayer games. We just wrapped Serious Sam 2, so I got to find another multiplayer game that we can do on
I got
Thursdays.
one for you.
Well, you want to do the Youngbloods?
We got to do it.
All right. If you and I want to do the Youngbloods on Thursdays, I'm down for that.
Turbo Tango time.
All right, sisters. So okay, well, no multiplayer on Thursdays, but you know what? It's still fun. You show up for the Friday foo bars and whatnot that we do on Fridays. Pedro is always in Forever Alone mode. But yeah, access to the show notes is pretty cool. We get you can have a little money penguin in front of your face blocking you out. It's my mustache now.
Smell the penguin butt.
Yes, smell those ankles.
Smell that cloaca, baby. It smells like green. Yeah. And anyways, we got a store.linuxgamecast.com. We're not selling ankle floaties
That looks
just
like
yet.
a Pokemon. Oh, hang on.
Yeah. No fun. It's shilling time now.
No fun.
Yeah. So we may have ankle floaties soon. We got to talk to Teespring about that. But until then, you can say your LGC merch needs with T-shirts, with coffee mugs, stickers, for all of your apparel needs to cover your various.
Eventually,
shames.
the long promised fanny packs will be available.
Indeed. We got wish zones too. If you go back to that support menu, we got one for myself, one for Ven in the studio, and one for Pedro. If you buy stuff off that, a couple of good things happen. A, you get your name on that glare-filled wall behind Ven's head.
What do you mean? I
B,
can
you
read
get
all that. It clearly, there's no glare. See? Ha!
Ah!
Wait.
Give him a hand, folks. But bonus soda, you get to send us a little note that we got to read on the stream, and yeah. Pedro, what do you have to say about Artheron's big tool?
Oh, hang on. Damn it. I was going to
I don't know about his big tool because his note was not very enlightening in that respect, but he did say, "Hey, Pedro, it's too hot for me to think of any message to include, so just take it and shove it up your ... and kiss the Nick Cage already, FFS, with hate, Artheron."
Nay.
Kiss him. Brown enough. Use some tongue.
No, not yet. Anywho, He sent me an
You
iFix
tease.
it. It's one of the teeny tiny little kits, but it comes with all of the Apple specific screwdriver bits, which is nice.
Does it have the
And also
Nintendo ones
comes-
too? The triangle ones, the tri-bits?
No triangles
Damn
on
it.
this one. The other screwdriver set that I have does have the triangle bits, but it doesn't have like the pentalobes and some of the teeny tiny security Torx ones. This
Pedro,
one
we
does.
get it. You got screwed.
Oh
He got
royally,
screwed by our
royally
Theron.
screwed. And I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Something sponger. That's dirty. That's nasty. You're a pervert.
I don't know
So-
if you pulled a sponger out of the bag and it was like dripping a little bit. Be like, huh. All right.
Dripping with what though?
Where's my
Sexy.
pumpkin?
It's I turned it into a wacko lantern. And anyways, speaking of stuff to put on your wish list, sometimes we put microphones and audio equipments, but here's one to not put on your wish list.
What's that? Couldn't hear you.
It's an upside down penguin is what it is.
Smells good. Mm.
All right, goodbye, party
Yeah.
penguin.
So then tell people about the Elgato Wave 3.
Sweet mother of hell, man. I saw this. Here, let me show you everyone at home. This is what I saw after I did a search for it on the YouTubes. I'm like, mainly because there's a guy I check it every now and then. He only does a couple of videos a year. Booth Junkie. He's a fellow voiceover guy, and he's created a good booth, so he knows how to record stuff to send out. This Elgato thing, it's like, oh, he's got a video, and I always skip like the first 4 or 5 minutes, so that's what you should do with us. And hey, Pedro, help me with how under like water pillow. It was like under 6 pumpkins.
Yeah, he sounded like he hadn't taken the microphone out of the cardboard box that it came in. It's just like, that doesn't sound great.
Dude, it sounded bad, man. But when I'm showing up on the screen, Elgato wrote some checks. I mean, seriously, they did 100%. I'm just throwing this in because this is an insult to cheap microphones. It is 100%, man. The Wave 3 is effectively, you know what? It's an insult to headsets, headset mics. It's so bad. You got to listen. There'll be a link in the show notes after the fact for this, but everyone's saying, and what I mean by everyone, if you go look on YouTube, it's like, this is the microphone to get. This is the best podcasting microphone for 2020. These are legitimate titles that I'm not making up. Go fuck yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking sponsorship. There isn't 100%. That's fine. Maybe, I don't know about review, but you just straight up lying to people. All right. At least Booth Junkie. I had entertaining time watching him go, wow, they've sure some EQ'd this, not just for my voice. You might notice, what did he say? You might notice I don't sound anything like myself.
Yeah, my voice, I'm used to listening to my voice because apparently it monitors his voice like, people do. And my voice has a bit more bass to it usually, and I can't hear it with this microphone, so you might want to look into that.
But it's great. He's being so nice. He's like, but I think it's EQ'd for no, it's like a $15 shit condenser mic that they're charging $150 for.
You could take the $150 and buy yourself a nice AT 2020, which is how much it fucking costs now.
And it's USB.
And
It's not
an
even like
M-Box, an M-Box interface to plug the XLR version into. Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's got some software with it and all that, but I know people watch videos and like, I'm thinking, especially with like, hey, I'm stuck at home. Maybe I'll do this because I know they're going to spend some money to get this out there, which they clearly fucking have, doing sponsored products. Don't buy this piece of shit. Just $150. You can do a lot better. Cool. I just wanted to scream that at the beginning of the news segment. Isn't that right? Is that how we communicate now, Pedro?
No, I'm just pointing at the AT 2020. It's like,
okay.
$100.
I thought you were like rubbing your nipples or something. Tell me how that makes you feel. You're so frustrated. Anyways, now onto the real news. Open Morrowind, not Open Biohazard. We're talking about that second. We got Openmw first. We haven't heard from these guys in a while. They're doing the crazy business of trying to get the entire Morrowind engine completely re-implemented using it's not
Open scene
open
graph.
Magic.
Open scene graph. There you go. My brain was like open SFML. That's not right. But yeah. So they have a couple big updates. This is the release for not 46.0. Scrolling through, one of the cool things I noticed is support for loading compressed PSA format from Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and the 2011 Skyrim games. Oh, Open Skyrim has begun. The work has. Yes.
Skyrim's almost a decade old.
I know, but it's going to be open source
Yes.
Skyrim. I'm excited for
I finished
that.
my master's degree in 2011.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to be seeing, and instead of Pedro, it's going to be me walking around some jacked up town with no shadows and the skies are on color and doors aren't going to open. I'm like, this is awesome. I love this.
Yeah,
I mean,
Morrowind was already playable, but now it has shadows. It has shadows.
And boats.
Indeed. You're also not allowed to use any tame herbalism anymore. It's all about
herbalism. Oh,
graphic herbalism, man. It's horrific. There's also some more blood types they've added, so I want to know where my Serious Sam hippie blood is. And apparently corpse disposal should be safe in most cases. Thank God.
Wilbur's house, Skyrim, home of the Nords.
No, but go on.
No, I was just saying that's when I tapped out of Skyrim when they introduced the house thing. It wasn't because of that. I was just like, I've had much. I'm good.
But
Yeah, I never played the Hearthfire expansion.
no, but it's good to see that Open Morrowind, they're pretty close to getting feature complete. They're just fixing bugs. They're implementing some missing features, and now they're even looking at like bringing in some of the other Bethesda games, which will be pretty cool once they get that working in 20 years. But still, it would be nice to have
Getting the Oblivion
completely
engine will
Like, I'll play the shit out of some Skyrim. I don't know why. I don't even like those types of games, but Skyrim did it. That was the first one I ever get into like that. Good on them. They're doing the flying spaghetti monsters work.
Indeed. Go check it out if you have a copy of Morrowind. Or, you know what? You don't have to burn a heretic purchase on Morrowind because there's the Linux version you can play. So, yeah.
Yep.
Makes you want to go.
And makes you want to...
Anyway.
All right. What about Jill sandwiches?
Open biohazard.
You can, this is, the sequel to the Jill sandwich, where you can play as Leon Kennedy or
the Jill
Claire
burrito?
Redfield. Yes. This is Open Biohazard 2, and it's the open source re-implementation of the OG Resident Evil 2. And yeah, though, if you really want to experience the pixelated renditions of Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield,
Leon
this
S.
is what
Kennedy,
you should be.
thank you very much.
Leon, yes. This is the thing that you need to watch. It's not, all there yet. Obviously, they do have some tick boxes, and it's like there's no audio. There's some collision
So
detection.
lifelike.
There's some event triggers. Yeah, some of the paths. The pathing is still being clearly shown in one of those screenshots. It's like, this is the Nevable Mesh. All right, cool. But yeah, it is. It's a start. And it would be very, very nice if they actually managed to do it. Because yes, while you can play the new remake of Resident Evil 2 in Proton, there is something to be said for preservation. So
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
This is another one of these projects that's written in Go, which again, it's cool to see Go being used to write some games.
Where are you at when you see Go? Every time I see Go, I'm like, that's an interesting use. Like, but it's perfectly fine. It's just like,
Oh, dude, a piece of technology I work with a lot, Kubernetes is written in Go, right? Like, I think at this point it's mature enough, and it's like now you're starting to see people like, oh, we need something that has some of the convenience of a higher level language, but is a lower level language.
I think
and you don't
the-
want it's a good happy medium between something like C and Python. I think.
I think it's just the whole thing of like my brain's still saying, but didn't that just come out yesterday? I was like, no, it's been a minute.
It came out like a decade ago.
Yeah. It's like, it's a thing now. Okay. Get used to it.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I kind of want to see from this project. Right now they just have tank controls with the keyboard. put in some SDL2. There is SDL2 bindings for Golang, so you can get controller support because keyboard tank controls aren't that great. Also, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the original, was basically done on the RE2 engine. So getting this done may open up the door to getting a native version of Resident Evil 3.
Which was the first engine that it went like over the shoulder?
That was 4.
Yeah, that was 4. I think the other thing too is like a lot of people were Resident Evil 2 remake was super well received. Resident Evil 3 remake people felt was a little truncated. So if you want to experience the original, that'll be something to look forward to. I don't know. So what's this about like RGB and sound cards? Why do I need to hear sound and like taste my smells?
Sometimes I want my head to blink. Said then, never. However,
yeah, this one is about the RGBs on the Sound Blaster XH6, which is a USB interface that you can use
strapped to your head.
on Linux, and also already picks up on the audio bit, so that was all working out of the box. But oscilloscope, because that's how it's spelled.
Is that like an antelope with like an oscilloscope for a head?
Oscillates. It's an antelope that oscillates, and
oscillating antelope.
Apparently, those have some RGB bits.
Yeah,
and you can absolutely get those to work because the USB is actually split into 2. The audio thing, ALSA and Pulse Audio already pick up on it just fine. You could use it. But you couldn't control the little blinky bits.
Oh no!
Yeah, my blinks
decided, you know what? I gotta make this work, and he did. There's already a very basic, bare bones type of thing that basically, when you plug in the interface, it changes the LEDs to purple to say that they are connected. So now it's just a matter of customizing. And I was reading that, it's like, okay. This is an RGB thing. Can you go talk to the OpenRGB people and ask them if they want to have this in their project? Because we've already seen what fragmentation of the RGB space has done in
RGB
Windows.
Linux fragmentation is a myth.
Wait. So hold on. Is it fragmented into the red group, the bleen group, the green group,
yes.
and the blue group?
You've been watching DS9 recently. The bleens,
yeah, the breen, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. What makes me happy is I know there's someone out there, and also this person's. It's like making fun of the Amish. I know this person's not watching this show. Who's like, yeah, I'll switch to Linux soon as I can get my RGB control, and hopefully I find that. It's like, oh, here it is. Like, I love that point in every young man's life, or they try to come up with another excuse.
No, OpenRGB. If you are working on getting RGB stuff to work, get in touch with the OpenRGB guys because they already have a lot of stuff working, like the Aura syncs and whatnot. Most of that already works, so get in touch with them.
You think I could get all the RGB bullshit working on my motherboard?
Probably, but you need a side window to be able to see it.
Also, it needs to be not facing a wall.
Yes.
Why? Wait. How does RGB work? Does it have to be directly observed in order to function?
Yeah, it's like quantum RGB. Dude, it's like
if it's not observed, does it really make a noise?
No. See, once quantum computing really takes off, we're going to see the quantum RGBs that change color depending on whether you're looking at them or not.
And it's going to fuck up and blow out the back of your head, but it's going to look beautiful.
No, dude. What, some guy's going to do a double take and a black hole's going to open up. Yeah. It's going to be amazing. All right. Blendo Games, you might have heard of them. They put out a game a couple years ago called Quadrilateral Cowboy about being a hacker using a 56K modem to hack into things. And now they've posted a bunch of their games on GitHub. So if you want to take all of these Unity games and hack around with them and make your own thing, you absolutely can. Also in this repo is a graphical Unity uploader that only runs under Windows, but I'm pretty sure would run fine under Wine, I guess. But yeah, all the games have source code available now. Blendo's open source them, which is really nice. It's good to see people actually open source their projects so people can build on top of them or make their own games. It's how open source feeds into like good quality software development by giving people functional examples to work from.
But
Jordan,
I downloaded it and I can't play the game. What I'm trying to point out is the art assets for the game are not free. So you're still going to need to get a hold of those. You're going to buy the game. But
that's true.
This is a good way for preservation. I mean, it's out there. It's also a good learning reference.
Yeah. And if you want to do something that game already does, you have the framework from which to start. But the thing that actually caught my eye was the graphical interface for uploading builds to Steam. It's appropriately named Steam Uploader. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you can now do your one-click Unity export Linux ports and
Windows only, bud.
To Steam.
Windows only.
Nope.
Windows only, blood. Windows
Proton.
only.
With a GUI. If you're clicking export on the Unity editor, you can export a Linux version from Windows.
Why are we talking about developing games on Windows on Linux GameCast?
Pumpkins.
You're the one who brought it up.
It's in the show notes in your color, friend.
That's what they're using to upload.
How dare you use his words against him, you monster?
How dare!
Like I said in the notes, it's like, oh yeah, that one-click export Linux version that you have of your game, now you can upload it to Steam with a GUI, which was what I was saying.
Sure. But it's time to talk about giant spiders.
Isn't it though? Is it never not a good time to talk about giant spiders?
Listen, spiders are the deadliest predator in the animal kingdom, obviously.
Oh man, them and polar bears. THQ Nordic, Desperados 3 is out now for PC, PlayStation 4X. Why are you talking about this? Well, there's a good reason. It is coming to Linux. Did you get like a wait? What?
Well, I mean, like, the name sounded familiar, and I saw a bit of the trailer. I'm like, wait a second, didn't we do it? Yeah, we did 3 chairs at Desperados the First. So I guess this tracks.
The game will get 3 additional missions later. There will be an update this summer. We're running out of summer, Brad. Adding Mac and Linux support. So
now here's what I want to know, because THQ Nordic has drank the Kool-Aid before. Is this brought to you by virtual programming?
Is virtual programming still around?
It's
maybe
probably going to be a very hard sell in the world of Proton.
I mean, depending on if the software people or the business people are making that decision.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it's one of the things that I noticed. It's like, okay, the indie games, we're still getting a reasonable variety of them, but when it comes to like the AA's and the AAA games, why are we only getting the strategy ones?
Because we're so very strategic.
Honestly,
it's the Total
Pedro,
Wars and Desperados,
I
apparently.
am going to be honest with you. It's kind of a practical joke. It's got a lot of hand.
Because that's one of the very few genres of video games that I really don't like.
Well, we get the strategy games and we get the shooters, and then surprise, surprise, coming out. We get a bunch of Unity-based isometric RPGs.
But we get all the Total War because
I don't mind those. I like those.
Feral has figured out, like, they don't do fuck to these engines. We just, all right, send us another texture pack. There, look, now we have a new Total War. Whatever.
Like, hey, new game.
Right.
Indeed. Although this one's ain't feral, so what it actually is remains to be seen.
Well, I'm gonna have to like back up with like Pedro. I'm like, you look at THQ Nordic and like, can you port some of that other shit, Brad?
Yeah, it's like you have like the old THQ proper that, you know, went bankrupt and everyone else bought their IP. They had a lot of great stuff in their IP catalog. It's like, can we have some of that on Linux, please?
Hey, this one's got a knife. Look at it. Look, knife action.
That's a spoon.
Maybe in Canada.
Oh,
maybe.
I see you've
maybe
played Knifey Spoony.
This is like Wasteland.
Oh, it's like real time Wasteland. I think it's like Satellite Rain. That would be the Western Satellite Rain. I think would be the good comparison here.
It's a real-time strategy Commandos, if you
Mad
played the
Dog.
game Commandos, but in the Wild West.
Yeah, it's like that FMV game Mad Dog. I know exactly what I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad Dog McCree. Mad Dog McCree.
Now available in 3DO. That's going to do us.
Yeah. Coming up next, isometric Unity-based RPGs abound. We're throwing chairs at tyranny.
Come together with the old
Knifey spoony.
COBE.
REE.
Coffee, beer.
Intermissions, right? Hey, let's see what we have. Survey says
Blam. Ankle floaties
ankle
is in the
floaties.
lead.
Yeah. I guess
I'm gonna give Mega Ultra Clarkson a vote. Wait, that was. I don't think that was. I don't think that's still during the show.
I want to eat you. 3D dog.
Quantum RGB.
Yeah. Graphic herbalism. Come on.
You're welcome for that one.
I was just reading the screen, man.
Smell the cloaca.
Call.
was said during the show.
Sniff. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like Ankle Floaties is in the lead with 7. Dark Souls the carrots and
That's an
seconds.
easy screenshot too. It's just an export right there with Pigment Crotch up your nose.
Yep.
0 effort on my part tomorrow. I'm done with it. There was a space version? Huh. Yeah, we can't really do the light guns anymore. That's a damn shame.
Yeah,
Well,
they
like-
did make a light gun or an adapter for a light gun that had a filter in front of it, basically, that you could point at an LCD.
Well, like something like VR would be okay for that too.
Yeah, but then you got to do the VR thing.
Then you gotta do the VR, yeah.
I mean, whatever.
That's a little different than like plugging in like a little bullshit accessory and grabbing a bag of salt and vinegar crisp and chilling out, like one eye open, fucking things up.
That's how I played Virtua Cop. Don't shame me.
Hogan's Alley, motherfucker. I didn't get Duck Hunt. I got Hogan's Alley. I got good at that game. I got good at that game laying on the fucking sofa with one eye. Because you could lay the gun in the coffee table. Level your shot.
With me on the Saturn, it was basically, Virtua Cop. And I, like, the Sega official Virtua Cop gun was stupidly expensive, so my dad bought one of the third-party, slightly cheaper ones.
Did he let you borrow one of his police guns? Like, here, son, just go click.
No, those would put holes on the televisions. Can't have that. But no.
Oh man, I just remembered the bit from
third-party gun was that it had a turbo mode and an auto reload mode, so it was like.
Reminds me a bit of that bit from Good Omens. Where like, oh yeah, sure, I swapped all the paintball guns out with actual guns.
Let's see what develops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kodak moment. Have you ever done the paintball thing?
Yeah.
It's not nowhere near as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
It's all right. My problem was my goggles kept fogging up, so I couldn't fucking see anything.
Oh.
Because my
cheated,
face is
though.
very sweaty.
Like, I just start running at people and screaming, and that'll disorient some people.
Well, no, what you need to do is get like a giant like foam absorbent like stick and run at them like, I have a paintball broadsword, and just
Oh, I got
smack
a
'em on the head.
mouthful of paintball, dude. So, I mean, this is not a recommended strat.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
No, you get the tower shield and then you do a bit of sword and board.
I didn't get hit in the mouth with a paintball, but someone did. Those very few times that I went, and it's like it hit them right here. It's like.
I still got. I mean, it's there. It's one of those scars, like where if you the light hits it and you kind of stretch it a little bit, you can kind of where it like crack my lip a little bit. Kind of like the one I got from the Thermaltake heatsink fan that broke off in my finger. Good times.
Yeah, no, I did
Thermal raid.
lop off like the top bit of skin of my left thumb, but it's grown back now.
Isn't that always interesting when you show off a little bit of your finger? You're like, yeah, that'll grow back. All right, we're good.
I mean, there's just that part of your brain that goes, "Hey, wearing fan. Let me just zip, zip, zip."
No, this
kinda
was
wanna do it.
cooking. I was chopping off stuff with my right hand, which is not usual. I usually use my left hand because, fingers. But I could do it with my right hand, and I was using the left hand to hold stuff in place. It's like, shink. Oh, god damn it.
I split my finger open this week. I was just cleaning a knife, and I'm like, oh, I slipped. And it was a really sharp knife because it just kissed my pinky, and just blood starts spraying everywhere. I'm like, oh boy.
The worst I ever cut myself was I bought a Ginsu style knife. It was one of those super sharp. It'll cut through a fucking like horse, then hammer a nail, then it'll still slice a tomato. And I'd taken it out. It showed up in the mail. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I wonder if that's sharp. I just, no wait, just like that. Right here, I still got this scar, man. It ate right into it. I was like, didn't hurt either. I mean, it was a fucking serrated razor blade, man. I was like, fuck. I fucked the shirt. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh.
I guess that is sharp.
That moment when I was like, that's bleeding too much.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh man, I stepped on some glass this week too. I shattered one of those like Pyrex bowls.
Ooh.
And it just fucking went everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm barefoot, and I'm barefoot. It's like midnight, and I'm like, fuck. I can't leave this to the morning. Because I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to walk out and shred my feet, like...
Dude. No, I do not walk around my house with... I have sandals on. I clean the floors. I wax them. They're reflective, man. Like, I take care of my floors, and I will find that one little microscopic piece of fuck you, because that's why. Every time.
Go right in your foot.
And it was like, it disappeared, too. And I'm like, well, that's a new one. Okay. That's in there. This is my knife. That's a carrot, man. That's not a knife.
That's a carrot you sharpened into a knife. Don't lie to us.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was the ceramic knife was nice.
Oh god.
Until I dropped it.
What if Carrot Top was an assassin whose method of execution was strangulating people, and he called himself Carrot Garrot.
I was just thinking about the hilarity of if his name was Carrot Bottom.
That's well, maybe he's Carrot Power Bottom now. Carrot Top's jacked these days.
Was
Is he skinny now?
Yep. And he's like, man, I never did any juice. He was on Penn Sunday School. Talked about it. I get to download the I'm trying to download the thing. Pedro sent me the video.
I did send you.
I'm trying to download it. Chromium's being a butthole. Now it's downloading, I think. Either that or I'm downloading like 6 of them. Okay.
Yes, I heard you the first time. Oh, you wanted a second one? Okay.
It could be downloading like number, 1, 2, 3. It will take it a second. I'm getting a whopping 54 megabytes. Hey, oh, it's done. Right.
It's not a very big video.
No,
I mean, it was like 20-something minutes, but it was, mostly static backgrounds.
There it is. And if anybody's looking to play around with the DaVinci Resolve, man, I released a video like early this week for patrons, but it went out publicly. How to record in OBS, so that you can just bring that video right into DaVinci Resolve, and you can fuck around with the free version. You don't have to worry about converting anything. They'll take like a big step out.
But there's a catch.
Well, I mean,
Hacks!
for an Arch user, it's going to throw them off because you got to compile it from source. You know what I did, Michael? When I got back to the house today, I installed it. I tinkered with it for a minute. The tutorial was Batman fighting Superman. I was Batman, and it's like, this is bullshit. I'd be dead and done, gone. Why am I pretending I'm like punching Superman? Fuck that noise.
Get kryptonite gauntlets.
It's like
and there's a red sun.
Is that
DC game.
And the entire time I was like, Martha.
Well, I mean, if you really want to go down that line of questioning, why doesn't the Flash just simply like phase through everyone's chest and just remove their hearts or brains
like,
so that they just die? Why doesn't the Green Lantern create an energy construct very, very small in everyone's skull and just expand it rapidly so that their heads explode?
It didn't seem like a very competent fighting game, but then again, it was like from what, 2013?
I mean, it's basically the Mortal Kombat fighting engine with DC characters.
Yep.
Injustice.
You know, if
Also-
it had
also-
a Martha
also-
button, I probably would have kept it installed. Just,
Also, if you like grimdark superhero stories, ooh boy, it's grimdark.
oh, that's right. They do that with fighting games now. It's like, we're going to shoehorn a plot in a fighting game. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, most plots in fighting games used to be, there's a fighting tournament. These people are fighting. Pick one.
If you were lucky, you got that. When the latest Mortal Kombat thing came out, somebody was streaming it, and they had like the cutscenes. I think the same guy's been doing the CGI cutscenes for Mortal Kombat the entire time, and he's not gotten a lot better. Because, I'm not hating because I couldn't do that good, but I could pay someone to do good. And yeah, they were like fully acted. Like, this is the plot and the backstory. I'm like, fuck off with that. Just get back to like fighting.
Yeah,
I mean,
even
it's-
Tekken has kind of come down with a bad case of the cutscenes.
Dude, Tekken always had it. Tekken always had like the completely fucking bonkers story about Heihachi Mishima fucking pulling a Leonidas and throwing his kid off a mountain, and then the kid coming back being like, I will defeat you in the King of Iron Fist tournament, and then Heihachi eats an axe. It's great.
Yeah, but it used to be completely optional.
It wasn't completely optional. It was optional in the sense that if you did not pay attention to it, you had a couple of seconds to get up and go take a piss in between fights.
And now you have like unskippable cutscenes. It's like, oh look, I'm this person and I'm
Do you know
this
what?
person, and now we're gonna fight. Like, can you just skip to that?
Well, a lot of that is one guy was giving a talk on like the constraints of building that latest Spider-Man game for the PS4 to make it look as good. And he's like, yeah, unskippable cuts. We're loading shit.
Makes sense. It was the same thing with like the Mass Effect elevators. The reason it took so long was because they were loading an entire chunk of the game.
What about the tab button loading screen from
XCOM 2,
Yeah.
you hit caps
X-
lock, and it skips the loading screen.
you can either wait like damn near a minute and a half, or you just hit tab.
And that, but what's great is that's not just exclusive to the Linux version. It works on every version.
like, well, okay.
That was one of the big complaints we had in the review. Is like, oh yeah, those loading screens take a long time. Oh, you hit caps lock and there, done.
Floating head. Yes, it's an honorary title, Matthew. It's passed.
I don't mind being a floating head.
I could probably like rig up a max headroom type thing. Is that guy still alive?
Oh, dude, yeah, he's still doing stuff.
Okay, good on him.
He was in what's wrong with this hood? Is it like inside out or something?
And upside down.
Maybe. Something is definitely wrong with it. What the fuck?
No, hoodie, what are you
I
doing?
see. Okay. There
Watchmen.
we go.
Watchman.
Dude, that was wait. This was the like the Watchmen that came out this year, which was super good. Fuck.
Yeah, but it was really true source material, so like I don't think they should do that.
All right.
Amen.
It's still regardless of that, the quality of the show is still great.
I've just heard people make those arguments like about things like Dune. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're locked. Hey, yeah, it's recording. Recording, yes. Let's hit the ASCII penis, and I think the one chair. I keep forgetting which one does what. We'll find out in 3, 2.
Welcome back to Chairquisition, where I have taken over. My reign of terror has begun, and it will be a tyrannical reign, because we're throwing chairs at tyranny. It's done by Obsidian Entertainment, done on the Unity engine. What is it? From Obsidian Entertainment, the team behind Pillars of Eternity, Fallout New Vegas, and one of these things is not like the other. South Park, The Stick of Truth. Tyranny is a classic-styled RPG with a new and original story, shaped and molded by your actions. Yeah, so let's get into it. I bought this originally forever ago, and Pedro, and I gave Ven a copy that came with a bundle. So no special thanks to Insidious.
Yeah. I don't feel too bad then, because I knew like 40 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, you burned that game, man. I'm not coming back. Oh, yeah, spoilers.
Indeed. All right. Well, I mean, let's get to it. Ven, how to run on the Debians.
Man, let me tell you how to run over here on Debian 10. I'm back on that. Debian testing too brave, decided not to stick with CentOS 8.1 for other reasons. Go back and watch Wednesday if you want to find out more about that. But Debian 10 Threadripper 1920X, 32 gigs of RAM, NVMe, NVIDIA 2060. Step one for this game for me was Googling how to actively seeking out the Unity Scream of Nope command, because this game saw DisplayPort 1 listed, looked me right in the eyes, told me to fuck off because it wanted to use it. I'm like, but I got DisplayPort 0. And he's like, DisplayPort 1, motherfucker. I'm like, but okay, fine. I got the screen, got it set because it opens a little pop-up, and I was able to take care of that. It runs, and the human interface device controls, you know, your dribble and your keyboard, everything will work. And let's be honest, that's all you really expect in this type of game. It's isometric type stuff, you know. I didn't even try my Nintendo Power Pad. To the fun. No, not even a little bit. I'm not predisposed to dislike RPGs, man. Like, not even in the slightest. Now, granted, like a lot of you at home, I'm a little burnt out on isometric anything after 1, 2, 3 fucking decades of these games. But some people aren't. You can give me a Skyrim job, I'm going to be happy. You can give me something like, we took a look at Pillars of Eternity a while back. I can choke that down. I'll be, you know, begrudgingly, but I'm like, I can kind of get into this. It's not too bad. This, I don't know where this falls on that spectrum, but I can say their combat system, man, is so fuck mothering bad. They've included a pause mechanic for it. Right out of the gate. And they're like, yeah, you got to pause this game in order to do anything with it with this. And then again, it's also boring. It's very boring. It's bad. Like, you just sit there and boop each other. I saw more like action and combat with the original EverQuest. 2 people going boop and points and points and points. Granted, EverQuest was faster. You shouldn't get bored during combat. But you will, so whatever, man. If you like reading a shitload of like choose your own adventure text, it's got plenty of that, so that's positive if that's your thing. If you get off on spreadsheet simulation with like a fantasy bent, it's got that. Hey, another bonus if that's your thing. I wish I could tell you more, you know. Like, I wish Pedro had it. There's a rock I couldn't get past. I spent over an hour trying to get past a rock. Fair enough. I got past the rock, then I just got dead a lot. I did 95 minutes of getting to the other side of that fucking rock, then dead. There's your fair warning. You know, if this game, it's not something you can just pick up and have at without having some backstory how the mechanics of these types of games work. Or, you know, you can, but dead. This, I always look for a game that's going to bridge, like I've never been a fan of like Dark Souls games. You know, I'm Pedro that just loves those games. However, Code Vein is Dark Souls light enough to, I'm like, I can kind of get into this. I can play it for a little bit. This, for this genre, is not that type of game. It doesn't, like, it's not a bridge game of any way, shape, form, and fashion. So if you're looking for that type of gateway game for your isometric spreadsheet bullshit simulation, you're going to have to give this one a pass, man. And what's this thing priced at again? And it's not cheap. $30. That's not too bad. But that is one share, no sir.
Yeah, on Fedora 32 64-bit with the 6700K GTX 1080 Ti. Yeah, it really likes that secondary monitor, don't it?
A little bit.
It really does. I mean, so it's an isometric RPG, and if it weren't isometric, I'd feel a little disappointed because that's what was on the tin. Control-wise, mouse buttons work, and the keyboard shortcuts are pretty standard for like your Baldur's Gate style of game. Fun-wise, man, Obsidian really has made a lot of Planescape Torment knockoffs, haven't they? I mean, they're pretty good at them. Yeah, that's kind of their thing right now, right?
They used to be called Black Isle, and that's what they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had PoE 1, which was billed as a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment. And then you had Torment Tides of Numenera, which was explicitly a Torment game. It brought back basically all the same creative team from Planescape Torment. And then you have Tyranny, which is yet another one of these moral quandary, dialogue-heavy, narrative-driven RPGs. But the best one of these that Obsidian has come out with is Pillars of Eternity 2. This is before that, and it really does show. The dialogue options in the game, super deep. There's like all sorts of conversations that you can have with people. I appreciate that they went to the lengths of making sure that you always have non-combat options for a lot of the problems. Unfortunately, if you're trying to play a bad guy like the game suggests you should, you're going to piss a lot of people off and you're going to end up in fights. And oh boy, the RPG system here is super lacking. It really feels tacked on. Combats really feel like a slog. Pillars of Eternity 2, they do a pretty good job of keeping the fights intense and relatively short. And there's very little, I'm going to wait until I roll the number to smack you on the head because all the target numbers are so high. There's a lot of that in this game. And so fights just become something that you end up dreading. There's some interesting attempts to try and blend the narrative components and the isometric action RPG components by giving you combo moves that you can unlock with your party members by inspiring loyalty or fear or both. The problem with that is though, you can farm those out pretty quickly, and it basically just becomes an exercise in talk to all your NPCs, exhaust all the dialogue options, get the skill points that they can teach you, get the combo move they can teach you, and then you're done with those guys, and you can manage their fear and loyalty. There's actually a lot of like loyalty and like dislike management stuff in here, which I think is pretty good, but I really do feel like this game deserves a different engine. When you look at like a narrative game like Planescape Torment, a lot of its successes are in spite of the fact that it's based in D&D 2nd edition, not because of it. And I think these sorts of games moving forward, they kind of just took, oh, it's an isometric RPG. Oh, it has some like traditional tabletop-esque elements. We have to replicate this in order for the game to be considered complete. I don't really think that would work. I think this would be better as like a choose your own adventure with like some kind of more abstract combat system, or if they wanted to go with like the full D&D route, then actually like fully flesh out the combat system, flesh out the RPG mechanics, because they feel pretty threadbare. Overall, I think Obsidian has definitely done better than this. It does have a very strong narrative, so if that's what you're really in for, maybe jack the difficulty up to or down to easy mode, just so you can cruise through the fights.
How come you didn't get like the Fedora logo? Why did you get the Debian logo?
What?
No, I like the Debian logo on the tents. Yeah.
All right, it's better than the Linux Mint logo. I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna give it 2 chairs. It need 2 chairs. Yeah. It needs to figure out what it wants to be, but this is a game that's been out for a couple years now. So if you like narrative heavy games, go for it. If you don't, skip. Go play Pillars of Eternity 2. It's much better.
Yeah, and well, over here on the 3700X with the GTX 1080, it did launch on the UHD screen instead of the 2K screen like it's supposed to, but it launched. You saw the black screen, and then as soon as any kind of video started rendering on screen, the window actually moved itself to the 2K screen. It's like, oh, that's new. But it is also a Unity game that doesn't hold 144 hertz at 2560 by 1440. And I mean, if you're looking at the video version, you know that it has absolutely no reason to, when far more demanding games have had no issues on this very box maintaining 144. So something is going on there, and it does sit at 144 most of the time. But every now and then I'll see it dip to like 100s-ish, 110. But considering it's this kind of game and you can pause it at any time, I really don't mind the FERPs dipping. And the controls, well, it's you click a lot and you have the cursor keys or WAS to move the camera around, so that's fine.
Oh, I do want to say, don't try to launch Mango Hut with this.
Oh, I didn't try that.
Don't. It's not pretty.
Does it look like a pulverized mango?
It wasn't as spastically delicious as trying to do Wolfenstein Youngblood, but yeah, this one, it's not having it.
All right.
But no, for the fun for me, I get it. I played a lot of Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate from when Obsidian used to be called Black Isle, and Fallout 2, made by the same people. Go figure. And I do honestly think that for this kind of combat system, Neverwinter Nights was an improvement on that particular formula, like a significant improvement at that. And I think Obsidian realized this too, and made it so that the focus in Tyranny was less on the combat and more on the conversations, which I suppose will cause a lot of people to not have, you know, any interest in Tyranny, because it's like, no, the combat sucks and I can't find any enjoyment in the game anywhere else because I really don't care about the story and I really don't care about anything else. For me though, I'm usually the gameplay guy, and the primary loop here is clearly the conversation, so I can respect what they did with those mechanics. Yes, it will involve reading a lot, but that is the focus of this game. This is about the conversations, and like Vanna Jordan already said, it's like the combat is bad and it feels tacked on. So yeah, the way you shape the conversations itself, they allow you to shape like everything around you, and everything that happens is based on what you say during those conversations with those people. That is kind of awesome, because this is, since like Planescape Torment, for me anyway, this is possibly the game that has me caring the most about dialogue at all. And like, there was one fight in particular that as soon as you started, a dialogue option appeared, like the guard captain saying, "Oh, they've made it past the river. Get into defensive lines." And you can just start the fight by saying, "Those of you who would leave behind orphans, run." And you see like two of the opposing team just scatters, like, yes.
Hey man, free orphans.
Yeah, it's like, bland as it is, I don't really mind the combat too much. I've had plenty of it in my time, but honestly, I was really looking forward to the next big conversation, and I tried every single passing rando NPC. It's like, please talk to me. I want to talk to you. I want to see what you do with this particular conversation. So for me, it gets 3 chairs.
Oh, hang on. There you go. All right. Hey. All right.
Hey.
Because it is one of those games.
He's not done
for me. Anyway,
that was just warm up.
Oh man, all I gotta say is, like, after watching the Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay trailer, I'm so excited for that, especially as a point of comparison.
I don't know.
Tyranny.
I do feel like when the second I see a screen like that, I'm like, But to make a note on the combat, I think I could have had an even better effect if I could have just rolled some fucking dice, man. And be like, all right, how's that going to figure out?
The thing that bugged me about like OG Pillars of Eternity combat too is they're like trying to do that active real time thing where everything's on a cooldown, and I don't think it works for this style of game. If you're gonna do that, like full on lean into it, make it like Satellite Rain, make it like Desperados or something. Don't try it in like fake turn based with real time. Just do turn based or do real time and make people adapt. Yeah, otherwise you get a kind of mess like this where you're waiting for your healing spell to recharge. It's just not happening. Anyways, coming up next, we got some hate mail. We're going to talk about why Netflix is the devil.
Evil devil Netflix.
Bobby Boucher.
Give me a sequel to that.
Jesus only watches Amazon Prime.
Well, Mama don't know. Won't hurt her.
Okay, I need to take this hood off.
But that's how he says it, because he's going to play as Little Nicky in the next Waterboy.
I don't know though. Like Rodney Dangerfield is dead. Little Nicky won't be the same without old devil. Who played Satan in that? Little Nicky. Harvey Keitel, he's still around. The Wolf.
Yeah.
Haplo. I love that fet you got me.
Oh, looks like ankle floaties. It's going to take this one away.
Seems like it.
No.
You got one more segment to pitch something better than that.
I thought murder carrots, but no.
You can rig the voters.
Oh, is that how you do it? Tell me more.
By voting more and, going on a VPN.
Is that what you
with
use your
incognito
VPN
mode.
for, you monster?
Brought to you by our sponsor, NordVPN. We totally won't leak your data this time, you guys.
For reals.
We changed the password on the database and everything.
Who was it that just, Oracle, I think, had a big honking leak?
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
Or Oracle, we're not gonna... Or from Larry, we're not gonna plug our security holes because you're researching them violates your SLA. Allison...
Oracle's a bit of an oddity, even modern day, because it's just so entrenched. They're like, Oracle, because fuck you. That's why.
Yeah, because they got like some 15-year contracts with the US government.
Like, we
and,
have to do
and
nothing.
the NHS.
Yeah. They're in that position. You don't really even hear anything from them because there's no point in talking shit about them because you can't do anything about it. Deal with it.
Well, I mean, just don't use their database. Use PostgreSQL.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't use their database. Don't use their, don't use Java.
No, well,
Don't
I mean, you
use-
can use for enterprise stuff. OpenJDK is fine.
I really can't talk about it, but no, the way that it's used within the NHS is not good.
There's one that Amazon provides too called Corretto, which is like their hardened OpenJDK. So, if you need an SLA, I mean, I'd rather you give Amazon the money than Oracle. It's not that's a pretty close race, but
the people who tried to
Well, I mean,
make,
Amazon does have a
APIs copyrightable
better
or Jeff
return
Bezos.
policy.
for Java.
Yep.
I'm gonna call him and be like, "Yo, this JVM's not working. I want to."
30 days, man. No questions asked. They'll give you a shipping label.
Yeah, can you send me a new one? They'll like send me a thumb drive with a new copy of Java on it.
Oh man, you might even get a free lumberyard. Oracle or Amazon? Amazon at least like gets shit. To me.
Amazon delivers. you know, at the backs of, you know, the people in their warehouses, but they deliver. We're on Twitch. We can't be saying this.
Oh man, so apparently Clint Howard plays a character named Nipples in Little Nicky. I think I remember him. He's the guy with all the nipples.
He snuck many
he's
of his
the
friends in that movie.
helper
man.
that has
Yeah.
all the nipples, and then gets a pair of boobs.
People forget, like, that movie is, I think, like, everyone, when it came out, I didn't watch it because like, it's a horrible movie. Then a couple of years later, I watched it. Like, this is one of my favorite movies of all fucking time because it is
dumb.
stacked, man.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino is the blind deacon who's like, "You're the devil, you're the devil."
Rodney Dangerfield's the devil.
Yeah.
Ah.
Dude, he was great.
Then some people were trying to hate on it. We're like, but it's a Popeye's chicken ad. And it's just, isn't it? Come on.
Dude.
Go fuck yourself.
Dude, Popeyes is better than KFC. Hands down. I will fist fight you for that.
KFC is just bad. The one time I ate there, I had food poisoning, so KFC is just bad.
Let KFC can stick to what it's good at, making gaming consoles.
KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut are basically, we have the same, essentially 8 ingredients. How many combinations can we arrange them in to make a new food stuff?
How differently can we wrap the bread this time around?
I have to check the date on that video, because, like, that could be an April Fool's.
No, that was 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Dude, if my console produced
Had a
fried chicken, I would.
chamber? Come on.
Dude, I would ditch PC gaming. Like, it can't do that for me. It can't feed me fried chicken.
Why does it have a CD slot?
Flat chicken.
5 1/4
That's
inch
my
chicken.
question. Why does it have a slot for what looks like to be a CD? It's
Let's
like,
just not
okay, so...
gloss over this nightmare fuel here at the end of the video. Arm Track 5, other fan, thank you. That's coming in hot. Let me pull that down a little bit.
Ugh.
Switch you to output post fader. There we go.
The soundtrack on Little Dicky wasn't too bad either. It's got some Christian rock in the form of POD. It's got Incubus, Deftones, Cypress Hill, Linkin
It
Park.
straight up just
Disturbed,
has Ozzy in it.
Power Man 5000. Yeah, there's
Yes, Ozzy is in it.
yes.
You guys have a few seconds to come up with your team. We need somebody for our team. That's going to be known as the winning team tonight.
The Wiener team.
As we continue our uninterrupted trek of domination.
Yeah. We were interrupted a few weeks ago, but we're back on track.
Consider you can spell at 10 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. I think Scott has to be on the opposing team. He would explode if he was on our team.
Which is why we should put him on our team.
He is positively vibrating.
I mean, have we looped through everyone else so far?
I don't know. I just don't know if Scott would be able to handle being on a team that like communicated and made strategies.
I think the thing is, Scott is usually the lead on the other team.
Everyone hide behind Scott and let him tank all the hits.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Scott knows when to cut. Scott knows, like, fuck this. All right, you guys have fun catching bullets and zombies. I got to get to the end. Scott's not going to save you.
In Scott we trust.
Mm-hmm. You'll get scotched. Yeah.
You could say he got away scot-free.
Oh.
I don't mind.
It's great against human, against people playing the tank, because you can get right up behind them with a combat shotgun and just unload on its head. It's like, they're done.
I don't know. The last couple times I was a tank, I
had a shit-tastic performance, man. I was like, yeah.
Dude, I ate Scott's lunch. Oh man, that last time was great because like I climbed up. I'm like, oh, they're here. This is not a drill. Right in the middle of them, just like.
Oh, you could say he gave you a Scott glass. Yeah, whoop ass.
Yep. I was gonna do something about the no true Scott fallacy, but that time's passed.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
All right, we got one last segmerito.
One could say I got Scott left behind.
What's the Portuguese word for segment?
Segment. It's actually not that different.
Fuck your bullshit Portuguese knowledge.
Isn't segment like just straight up a like a Latin word or something?
There's a bunch of words that you'll go to Google and you're like, what's this? And same shit. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, but with like a different letter on the end. It's like, oh, okay, all right.
Well, what almost universally ends up happening is like, oh yeah, English stole that word, I guess.
Portuguese is just bastardized Spanish with French, so.
And French is just bastardized Latin with like whatever the what was it, the Gauls spoke.
Oh, Steamboat Willie's gone. Boo.
Holy toast! Thank you very much.
Oh man!
For the 5 subscriptions gifted.
What do we do with that X5? Do we get
X gonna give it to you
5 times? I don't know, man. Like third time, we're like X probably.
Tired of waiting for you to get it on your own? X gonna deliver to you?
Knock knock, open up the door, it's real. When you knock knock, pop pop, it's stainless steel.
I don't remember how it goes after that, but yes.
Sad as it is, I think we just
I break bread with the enemy. No matter how many fools I break, they still ain't got rid of me. X gonna give it to you. I gotta actually learn the lyrics to that entire song because, god damn it, I just want to have that one in my back pocket.
Okay.
Just so periodically you can go. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, Hypno Session. Come on.
Ethan tests life. Thanks for the
Holy,
follow.
yeah.
All right, kids. Get ready to put your adults, return your adults to their upright position. I got a little bug.
Welcome back to Breaking Bad.
Previously.
Pressurize the room.
I didn't get him. Oh man, it's a little flying bug too. Whatever. I have a 43-inch monitor that I'm trying not to. You know those feels, man.
Test the LCD rainbow effect.
No. No. I don't want to jump. My luck is I'll tap it and. I mean, this is a refurbished monitor, man. Come on. All right, everyone. Let me get the thing queued up, and we'll get to it. All right. Loaded.
Okay.
Tracks armed. Track 5.
Turn the fan off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final segment of this train wreck in 3, 2.
And I suppose this is the end. If you've made it all the way here with us for yet another week, I'm
Joke's
really
on you, I
not
watch this shit
sorry.
on YouTube. I fast forward, like I'm doing now.
At this point, you're doing it to yourself. No one watches, like, the end of the show. No one watches it. Absolutely no
Do you
one.
ever look at our metrics and see when people tap out? See, now
it's
is...
like 6 minutes in, people tap out.
It's interesting to
that's
look
YouTube,
around.
though.
Well, yeah, that is YouTube, right? Like, whatever. I need more blinky lights. Now that we have timestamps, that's pretty much the segment watch. It's like, I want to watch that. Then
You can see when it picks back up, it's like, oh, hello.
And I only know that
That's what
because if
people
I
wanna hear
cock
about.
up a timestamp, I know about it real quick. Like, this one's a little bit on. Like, you know what? Now it's 5 more minutes off. Hi, I'm
Now
Vince Stone.
it just takes you to the end of the episode. All right, there you go. Fuck you. Your problem's done.
Speaking about problems done, how can you problems done us?
Yes, you can problems done us all the way up and down the street by swinging a pipe over your head, or you can hit the contact button on linuxgamecast.com and fill out the form. LGC Weekly is the show that you want to send your bit of hate mail to, and we will talk about it right here, right now. You can be like Chris did this week, because Chris decided, you know what? Let's rehash something from 2 weeks ago.
He's gonna sing the Doom song, all right. So Chris says, Doom Eternal's de novo anti-cheat software sounds incredibly invasive. I don't care about cheaters. I much prefer that the software I buy to not install hidden stuff that operates selectively, especially at the kernel level. That also beavis privacy. Amazon doesn't need any more of our data, and certainly not just because we want to play a video game, especially in single-player mode. I didn't realize so many companies did these types of anti-cheat software practices. It should be illegal. All right. Anyone want to take a crack at this first?
I mean, the nouveau anti-cheat wasn't even the most invasive one, because it only started when you started the game, and when you closed the game, it went away.
Are you going to bring up, what was it called, like Star Force or some shit like that?
Valorant?
No, remember the old school, like Secure ROM?
Oh, Sekirom, yeah.
Or just
get off my lawn with your
itself.
hipster ass DRM.
Or just the straight up rootkit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like stuff like Valorant, which it runs on boot. It stays running the whole time, always on, always connected, always ring 0. So yeah. No, de nouveau actually went and like, oh, Linux people, sorry, our bad. We're going to make sure that in the future this doesn't happen.
You know, I think the game industry and de nouveau both know at this point, it's effectively there to like attempt to protect week one sales. That's about it.
I mean, to some extent, it's also there just to like placate the shareholders who are concerned. I heard about the internet and the piracy.
The internet won't be that.
People are going on the Kaza and they're downloading the Whereas.
The whereas.
The whereas.
The whereas.
Whereas. Where's the where's?
Yes, where is the whereas? But yeah, no, seriously, the nouveau one was bad because any kind of DRM or anti-cheat shit that shows up with a video game is usually very much unwanted, and it really only ever hurts the people who actually paid for the game. So yeah, no, let's just
where are you at, Jordan?
Do something better.
So, like, on Linux, I mean, outside of, like, occasionally we'll get some DRM on, like, Steam DRM. That's pretty much the extent of it, isn't it?
I mean, you can make the argument that there's, like, account-based DRM. Like, there's a bunch of games that you can play on Linux, but you need an account which costs money or some kind of subscription fee. That's also pretty common. That's a pretty common form of DRM as well. Minecraft made
physical DRM.
Physical DRM is 100% a thing. I don't know. To me, a lot of the de nouveau stuff is a lot of just security theater, right? Like, it's meant to put up a fuss. It's meant to like make people complain, and so they can say like, "Hey, look at all these people who can't use our software. That means that the anti-cheat is working. We're keeping all those dirty cheaters out." I don't know. Doom is kind of a weird place because yes, there is a multiplayer game for Doom. No, I don't think too many people are playing it beyond the people who just love Doom multiplayer. Mm-hmm. Most people are in it for the single player experience. That said, I don't know. It sounded to me when I read their press release like the de nouveau was offering a lot of lip service, and it's not just de nouveau we have to blame. We have to blame Bethesda for saying like, hey, we should include this with our software in the first place. De nouveau is just trying to make a product. Yeah, it's a bad product, but it's ultimately on the people engaging with that product and pushing it onto the end users that we have to really be concerned about.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like DRM and stuff like that, if it's out of my way, I don't worry about it. I have big honking concerns with it when it's with stuff other than games. You know, my games, like, I don't have a lot of personal information or anything like that, but what vectors does that open up, you know?
Yeah.
What was the
if they do
Riot
get hacked,
Games?
it's
What
like
game does Riot Games make?
League of Legends.
League of
Valorant.
Legends. Didn't they like to say they were going to roll out some new rootkit based DRM type stuff? And they're like, this is the only way we can do it. The internet's like, you know what? Fuck you.
it's
We'll
the
just quit
same
playing.
one that's in Valorant. Yeah, it's the one that they've been trialing with that game. Yeah.
I mean, but that's kind of like what Denuvo was saying in their release too. They're like, oh, this is the root level exploits or root level it's the only way we can actually do it.
Mm. Multiplayer, I get, and I said it when we were talking about Doom. Single player bullshit, man. You can get fucked when it comes to that because
Yeah. It's like, it's a single player game. You're supposed to be enjoying it the way you want it to. You know, the single player.
yeah.
I already paid you money. Stop fucking with the money that I paid you. God damn it.
Listen, if you want to quit doing that, you need to go into the third menu after the fourth, then disable the some of the data. Can't completely disable this. Need to be always online, but it's always online.
I mean, and at the end of the day, you agree to it because you don't own your software; you're just licensing it.
That's right.
That's what that EULA you ignore at the beginning of every game does.
On that giant, beautiful ball of happiness and a cheery outlook on the future, we're gonna cue the music. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for hopping on the SS Choo Choo Tanic for another week. If you want to get in touch with me, I am at Vince Stone on Twitter. That's where I hang out, man. Send me a note, right back. You want to slide into them DMs? Unless I'm following you, I'll never be able to read them. But hey, man, that's brilliant. Keep being awesome.
Choo Choo Tanic made me just think of like that scene from Titanic where Leonardo DiCaprio's painting Kate Winslet.
Oh no, I'm thinking about. Okay, all right.
Except it's Alec Baldwin and George Carlin, and George Carlin is the guy getting painted.
I'm thinking about Ralph Wiggum going, "I choo choo drown you."
All right. Well, if you want to drown
Ankle
me,
floats.
you can start by following me on Twitter at the Burning Fool. I'm George
Floaty
Spong.
McAnkles.
Floaty McAnkleface. Or like knees. It's like those knee photos that look like their faces and the face swap thing fucks them up. Yeah. I don't know.
Hashtag ankle floaties for Jack. I am Pedro Mateos. You can find me at Unaccounted For on Twitter, and that's about it. Seriously, shout at me on Twitter. I'll probably shout back.
What's your Mastodon?
At Unaccounted For as well, but it's the actual number 4.
Go ahead and hit him there, man. He needs to use his
Mastodon.com.
Mastodon, and he's incapable of not like checking out a notification. He's got that issue, so just hit him up there. Mess his day up. You're like, ugh.
The only notifications I get from Mastodon is whenever someone reports something.
This is
Oh,
win-win,
God.
because that just means you can straight up talk shit to his face and he'll never know. Let's roll some credits.
I do that anyways. He just ignores me, so it works out.
Huh?
Credits. We gotta. Yes, it is. I don't know. I think we're a pretty basic profanity translator, all things considered. But we gotta
I think
thank.
we did all right with the profanity this week.
Well, fuck you, man. We gotta thank all of our fucking producers.
Hey, man, it's
like,
episode C-Dicks.
C-Dix. It's like C-Dix run Dix run. We gotta thank Haplo and Arthur and Empty, the Atomic Ass, Mike G, Bob Brandt, Aldius, Matt Geek, Scoot, Frosty the Clawman, Drummer 7, Lutris, Miss Fox Dowg, and the rest of the producers.
We never think
Like,
the dot.
Seriously. All of
The
you
dot-
producers out there, you
This is how you
all
do it,
are
man.
crazy.
You got Costa, you got
are
Macedonia,
insane,
you got Nicole,
and
Nibbles,
you're amazing.
Craig, Kai Linux Cast, Sildat, Colin, Ryan, Scott, Matt, System T, Linux Noob, Joel Angel, Master Dark, Thomas, Bram, Gonzo 2000, Jupiter Broadcasting, Martin B. K, Jill and Steve, Leonardo, not even tried that one, Kim, Perlick, Raspberry, Linux Nerd. I need to update that. Abstraction, Das Geek, Lucid Links. Some shameless plugs. I got a
Shell on
large one.
Linux, baby.
Nixon's Pyramid. That's the new
Would
show.
you would you watch a movie where like Richard Nixon came back as a mummy to like haunt people?
No, but I'd watch a movie of Richard Nixon came back as a pyramid.
Just a pyramid, just a stationary pyramid, no mouth, no words.
It's a silent film, you monster.
Yeah, just and it's like that Andy Warhol film where they just like have the Empire State Building, except it's just a pyramid and it's called Nixon's Pyramid.
Yep.
Starring Richard Nixon as the Pyramid.
Pyramid.
That's it. That's what
it.
you get.
100%.
You paid $21 for the 3D D-Box ticket. It's just a pyramid.
Right. Goddamn right.
Comes with a free copy of Brick Simulator, though, so you can build your own pyramid.
Yeah. We made it.
Man, drinking 2 cups of coffee in rapid succession before the show starts really does wreaks havoc on your bowels. By the end of this,
you gotta go do the poops. I'm immune.
No, after the Steam News segment, I'm just like, oh god, it's happening right now.
I think you've only had to tap out once, but that was spill related.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was. Oh, I spilled. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, I gotta stop and get some towels. It's starting to leak on my computer.
Well, yeah, no, because the puddle looked contained at first, and then it started going under the CPU.
Surface
the
tension was keeping it in check. And you're like, oh no.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna go get another beer.
I will wait till Pedro gets back, and then I'll go.
What is a Ross Scott? I'm not throwing shade. I don't
the-
know what a Ross Scott is.
The Freeman's Mind dude.
Oh, Pedro follows him.
Yes, he was. He was at one point gonna show up on here for an interview that never happened.
Oh no, that's when he finishes his Linux video that he's been working on for like 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, never gonna happen. That's what I said.
Isn't that right, Mike? Kill me.
I have horrible vertigo. I can't stop vomiting.
I am Vertigo.
Well, there's like a DC supervillain named Vertigo. Count Vertigo.
Probably. I mean, gotta go get some beauty sleep. 4 a.m. Yep.
It's no Snowflame, but man, Snowflame needs to come back. That's
Snow-
like that could be like DC's Deadpool if they
Disney.
really tried.
Come on, man. Well, no DC. Who owns DC?
Warner.
Warner. Ah, they'd fuck it up.
DC also has arms fall off lad. His power is his arms fall off. Also, there's this one guy in the Legion of Superheroes who has the power to destroy the entire universe, but he can only do it once.
Well, I mean, like, Marvel's got, like, the one above all. I mean...
Well, yeah, that's just straight up... It's straight up God as Jack Kirby. Yeah.
I wonder if you could make one of the eyes squint.
With like a little bit of Sharpie, maybe.
Oh, Nick looks like he's creeping now, though.
Creepy Nick. Oh man. Oh shit. That's what we need. We need the Phantom of the Opera starring Nicolas Cage as the Phantom and the Opera.
Can we still get Tricky Dick as a pyramid?
Sure.
All right, I'm sold.
He'll be like the Samuel L. Jackson at the end of the film. He'll be like,
It just cuts to him, silence.
yeah,
right.
says nothing because he's a
No.
pyramid.
Fuck yeah. Can we make it a period piece?
We can make it a pyramid piece.
All right. When do you want to set it? 1,000,000 years in the future. I'm going to look at the votes, but I know what.
Yeah, it's ankle floaties
Ankle floaties.
by a mile.
Dark Souls of Carrots, Quantum RGB. Graphic herbalism.
The Bling Group. I said Bleen.
Yeah.
If you're gonna record my fuck ups, at least record them properly.
Do you know Bleem was like an old school emulator for PCs?
Bleen or
Yep,
Bleem?
Bleem. It was some software you could buy that would let you play like shit.
PlayStation emulator
Yeah. We're talking
for
like,
IBM compatible PCs and the Dreamcast.
we're talking like Windows 95 days, man.
Final release August 16th, 2001. The only evidence of its website is the Wayback Machine.
Yep.
It required you'd have the Bleem CD, which had DirectX on it.
And I'm sure everyone sued them.
Sony did not win any of the lawsuits, but they do that thing where I don't have to win the court case. I just have to exhaust your legal fund, and then I win.
Yeah, that's all court is like who's got more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Pedro's back.
Okay.
Me.
Pedro, are you familiar with Bleem?
That's a streaming service, isn't it?
Sure. Tell me more.
That's about all I know.
Let's see. We're going to light up probably for the lat, because I use Discord on this box. Hopefully, maybe next week I'll have Discord wired in its own box. Then we can get crazy, because then I could set up video and shit, and you guys could pop in on like the fourth screen. I know.
The what?
It requires paying attention to what I'm talking, so I understand the
I
confusion.
was paying attention, but I could
What
not
did you
make out
take
that
from
last. It's like so you guys could join me on that.
So you can do the video thing. You know how you can do video and Discord and the chat thing now?
Yes.
So then I could pull up a virtual screen and have everyone in video if they wanted to be in video.
Right. Okay.
I don't know where fuck all you think I was going with that, other than
I
that,
don't.
but
I couldn't understand what you said. It's like so I can have everyone.
I'm very
That's what I heard.
unintelligible. I need to learn to enunciate.
Oh, you enunciate just fine, but very directional microphone you got going on there.
I don't want to blow anyone's ears out. If you're in the after show,
Oxford, Coma, and Pennywise. No, Mirror and Pennywise.
that's just
Not just Pennywise.
oh man, everybody thought we were going to Discord and they're like, oh. You're right, Pedro. We could fool them. So I guess we just stay in line. They'll never know. All right. Let me pull up Discord. Whoop whoop fam.
There's Venmints.
Vin, yay! Hey, Jill.
Hi, Amir. Hello,
Oh.
Foxy. Hello, Drummer. Hello, Atomic Ass. Hello, Oxford Coma. Hello, Alan, Mr. Alert. Hello, Pedro.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Jill. Go on. You've got more people to go.
That's one. Do I double? Yeah.
Hi, Scoots.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, DeCresney, you dropped out, huh?
I need a LSP.
Nemo.
Insert.
We need some Nemo in the house.
If everything goes to absolute hell, it's because I'm dicking around or something.
Yeah, I'm seeing a
Good to know.
temperature
Probably
thing
a
on
good time to do
stream.
it.
You're seeing what?
A temperature alert coming up on stream. On your screen.
Oh yeah, that 30-second one.
Oh yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
right at the point of getting too hot.
Yeah, looks like it is.
It's the camera.
That's a camera.
Oh, it's the camera. Right.
I don't really
Okay.
know what you thought it would be, but
Like,
I thought it might have been
temperature
just a
warning, it
desktop
will
alert
shut
or
down in
something.
30 seconds.
I'm too hot.
So I was pointing a fan at the camera.
Well, that's before he got all those machines in there. So now that fan's just circulating hot air. Ooh, computer exhaust.
all right, that should keep everything. Yeah, that fan is just enough to keep it. It's timed. After show, it doesn't matter if we have a little fan icon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you believe it, Pedro? We're doing a show talking to good shit. Like, there's a 30-second thing on the screen.
Yes.
I thought it was just your machine was about to die. So,
Michael, this is going to be me telling me to remind you that your audio's blown the fuck out.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're a bit loud tonight, Foxy.
Yeah, it's that same thing that it always is. So save yourself some time and fix it.
All right, now that should be right. Why?
That
Sounds
does
a
sound-
little bit better.
Yeah.
Why? Fucking hell.
Susie, baby. You got to run also CTL store after you could adjust that shit.
Yeah, probably should.
And even then, you reboot and it forgets it.
Not when I get done changing permissions, it doesn't.
I think.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you might have to
Yeah,
change them back if you ever want to do something like set
444,
reset.
then,
Yeah.
no.
I think in this case it would.
This is a good thing about setting everything up with like external, because then you just go ahead and set everything on full, lock it down. You're fine. You can adjust it externally.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, I don't even want to know how. It's warm enough in here where I have to roll up my sleeves, but then again, I am wearing a 100% polyester shirt, so.
You.
It's warm in here that the little fan that Haplo got me is so very nice to have. So very nice.
I need to get like a real like mirrorless camera or webcam, but I'm not spending $400 for something that's going to look at me.
No.
No, I'm not that pretty.
I was looking, there was some camera that some YouTuber I usually listen to was talking about, and it was like a prototype camera for the longest time, and then they eventually came out, and it sold well enough that they're making like an updated version of it. But the original one apparently was really good and really cheap for what it did, and I had a look on eBay. It's like, oh, that's £250. No.
That's pretty cheap. If you're looking for something that, like a mirrorless DSLR with clean HDMI out, that'll do your 1080p 60, the Sony A5100 is the one to get. I'd like to get an A6000, but then again, $400 for a webcam. Like, I would need it to do that and like semi-professional photography on the side for I could justify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to toast man.
So we're going to be getting into Left 4 Dead 2. If you are not a friend of Linux Gamecast and you want to play, you have precisely until I get the game open to become one. I think that's fair for all parties involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's somebody in it. I'm guessing
Oh,
it's
there's
Scott.
someone.
Oh, it's not.
Nope.
Alan
it's
and
me.
Pedro. I would have lost that. Like,
Oh, there's Scott.
I
Jordan.
don't see Scott. I might have blocked Scott.
Not this guy.
Uh-oh. Time to open up the cooler and take out a big bottle of Haterade.
Hang on, this thing always likes to jump.
Forcing rebuild of pins. Oh, right. There's a Steam update today or yesterday.
Yes. And a Scout runtime update.
Yeah. We talked about it on the show almost.
Yep.
Smash.
Squeaky, squeaky.
TV.
Kill all sons of bitches. That's my official instructions.
So, hang on, let me make sure Jordan and Pedro... Okay, now you guys aren't getting game audio back. Ta-da! Why am I down there?
Magic.
All by myself. I'm lonely. I'm scared.
Daisy has added me to a friends list. I should probably add
I
Daisy.
am near you, Van.
I mean,
I
not
didn't
really.
say stop. Keep going.
I'm done.
I'm not. That's why I said keep going.
Well, I am no real Super Saiyan.
I think I'll have to
I
say
am-
100 prefers.
I am Super Sand Lesbian.
Oh, yeah. Fuck us.
Oh, look at that mouth. Ugh.
Defeating a sandwich only makes it stronger.
Only makes it tastier.
Well, okay, so you did say defeating a sandwich.
You am no Super Sandwich.
All right.
You have no real Super Saiyan.
Pedro, you got to figure out.
You're acting to Mickey, Virginia.
We're going to be doing verses, and Pedro's got to come up with what map we're
map.
playing while I grab my
Get
review.
online.
I'm already online.
Did we play through all of Dead Center yet?
I think that's what we did. Not last week, but 2 weeks ago.
So,
Dead Center. No. Yeah, you're Dead Center's a good one.
Well, yeah,
Very
what
good, Mr. Alert.
what we haven't done. Dead Center was the hospital one.
No, it's the
No, that's
first
No
one
Mercy.
of Left 4 Dead 2. It's the hotel
It's a
one
mall.
that you start in the hotel.
Oh yeah, the one where you have to gas up the car.
At the
Yeah.
end, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
We
because
haven't
like,
done that one in a while.
well, that one we don't go particularly far in it.
Yeah, but since now we're doing like in succession
The-
throughout the whole campaign, so yeah.
Yeah. So, it's one we've definitely spent a lot of time on over the years.
The first map, yeah.
Not the that and the last map. I mean, getting them
We still
gas
haven't done
cans.
fuckery.
We have not done the fuck bridge. This is true.
Yeah, that's the parish. Which is one that we've started a lot.
Yes.
We actually finished both the sacrifice and the parish once each.
No, we never got to the end of that giant bridge.
No, we've never done the bridge.
No, there is one where you have to cross a bridge. I don't know what it is, but he was talking about sacrifice and parish, the less than 5 map one. And we've done the end of both of those, where you have to turn on the generators
That's
or
the
fuel
passing and
Right,
the
right,
sacrifice.
yes.
The
So I'm
parish is
talking about
last- Yeah, the fuck
Oh,
box
okay,
bridge,
yeah.
like the really long bridge.
With
Yeah, we
that
haven't
maze
done
at the
that one,
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that one episode I was playing.
The,
and
the
going
one
to
where like
fuck
at the end, multiple tanks, cause fuck you. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one that survived that one. We're all fucked off.
Yeah,
fucked up somewhere.
right. And we were doing
I
that. We were doing that like just team co-op. We
Yeah.
haven't done that with the versus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That might be good for next week. Yeah.
Next week. All right. So you made the call. It's the mall.
It's Dead Center. Yep. That's the mall.
The mall. Man, the last
mall
time we
call.
did that, I spawned as the tank, and I immediately caught fire, and you guys were dicking around too much on the upper floors. So I died from the fire before you guys even got down.
I remember that, yes.
That was like, it's like, yeah, I'm the tank. Oh, I'm waiting to fuck them over when they come out of the elevator. I guess I'm just gonna wait by here. Oh, they're still up there. And I'm at half health. Oh, I'm at a quarter health. Oh, well. All right, I guess I'm a boomer now.
Boomer.
Ooh,
I
hot
think-
stuff.
I don't think so. What is it possible for the tank to not reach the players? Because then you could just
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's before
Well,
like the
there's a
elevator
counter.
crescendos,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, like
happened
you
to me
you
last
spawn as the
week.
tank because the idea is like they come in and then you're just like, hey, and then you just fuck them up. But you know the entire bottom floor is on fire, and if you if you're just patient, if the team just dicks around upstairs.
But how would that work with a timeout?
There's no time.
There is no timeout.
There's a timeout for tanks, yes.
Yeah, if
You
you're
get to
not
control.
if you're not getting to damage,
Well, I guess the fire outpaces the timeout.
yeah, probably.
Lobby
No, but I mean, if they just-
is
if there's no fire.
open. 64-bit
Doing
on a
Dead
Mac.
Center
Yeah,
apparently.
we're doing
Yeah,
Dead Center.
Yeah.
All right.
The case is
Oh,
that
the
you
game
are on
crashed.
fire, though, Scott. All right. Who we got? Dead
Start that up again
Center.
right quick.
Coach.
You got to coach.
So who's gonna be your number 4?
Just leave it
Who
on
would like to
random.
be our
Whoever ends
number
up there, ends up there.
Who's playing, right? Like,
Yeah, we got one slot available.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's leave it on random. Whoever ends up there ends up there.
But we're trying to keep your rotation, right? Give everyone a shot if they
Not
want to play with
really.
us.
I mean, if they ask, I think that's a good policy. If you ask, yes, you don't.
Yeah,
random.
I mean, shit. I'm just prompting the question. If you don't want to ask, then
Pop in
don't
the
fucking
question.
ask.
No, man.
It's not my fucking problem. YN, do you want to be on our team?
I mean, yeah, but I've already been twice, so.
He loves it so much he keeps count.
Scott. So what I'm hearing is Scott doesn't want trashy thirds, which is, I guess, what's after sloppy seconds? Trashy thirds, yeah.
Anyone want to jump in?
What about
Wait,
the
one
girl?
slot left.
Well, somebody's about to be like, "Wait for me!" and too late. My limited patience.
Yeah.
We don't
So,
got
I
all
mean, do
night.
you want me to be on your team?
Don't care.
Scott, you're on our team.
Okay, it's not me.
It's decided. I don't care.
I,
No
I,
randomized decided, okay.
I don't know. I
Just-
hit start, so
DRNG
Oh my God, Scott, just make a fucking decision.
Jesus.
Ah.
I don't know. Maybe. Go fuck yourself. We're just gonna start.
Well, if anyone decides to join, they can do so at any
Yep, there's
time.
one slot left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just jump in anytime.
Exactly.
Nah, because we're on the Source 2 version of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
They
it's not
can't
gonna work.
connect to. No.
That's how it works.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So says the great and powerful Oz.
VNN. Valve News Network.
It sounds like it stands for something complete. It sounds like something completely different. VNN, like, dude,
You gotta give them
that guy
credit,
at the
man.
bar
You
gave
got
me a
to
bad
give them
case of
credit.
VNN.
They can take like 30 seconds to use and get a 5-minute video out of it.
That's true. Hey, look, axes.
Axes
Really?
and a crowbar. You can
Real-
do
real-
your
Gordon Freeman impression.
Gordon Freeman, yeah.
Okay, well, apparently we just get like B tier weapons, so let's do it. No time to.
What? I only get like
This is
one
how
weapon
this
slot?
starts.
Yeah, we only get the one. All right.
We have to find
all right.
if there's any.
Kapla! All right.
Good pistol in here.
Spinner.
Good
Woo!
pistol? Good pistol. Yes.
Whoa!
You kind of didn't win. All right, we gotta go forward, kids.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
there's
do.
there's the jockey though.
Eh,
Yeah, there is.
All right.
I had a good run.
Let's go back
We
for
got,
Hello, fuck.
we gotta wake him up inside.
Can't get up.
Can't get up inside. Call my
Save
name.
me.
Let's go.
All right.
Run.
Oh,
Did you see the Did you see the one pro? Did you see the one pro ZD did where he was Goofy doing "Wake Me Up Inside"?
Mind
Nope.
the spit.
Can't wake up.
heal then. We got second.
All right. I hear a charger.
Charger. He came
Oh, god
charging.
damn it. Fucking corner.
He hit the wall.
All right.
Wall charger.
Yeah, we're good.
Wake me up,
All right.
smoker.
Oh. Thought I'd get past.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Smoker, no smoke. Hunter.
It's not very clever. All right.
Big boom.
Oh well.
Come on, big boom.
All right. All right. Let's get on the ledge.
I'm trying to yell my way out.
I'm blind from the boom.
Yeah. So am I, but I can kind of see what's going on.
Whoa, almost.
Where's your head? at?
Jockey.
Pills.
I'm going for jockey.
All right, you got it.
Yep, jockey. Push
All
me
right,
off the roof.
I'm taking some pills, man. I need.
Smoker
Come
behind
on,
you.
someone
Smoker
get him,
behind
someone
you.
get him, someone get him.
Come on.
Help!
Oh, jeez. This is where this was a quick one. All right.
All right.
Thank you for that, Scott, and thank you for saving Scott, Jordan.
Come on.
You're welcome.
Whoa.
All right, let's go. Whoa! Careful.
All right.
Well, there's another smoker.
Nothing.
Yep. That smoker spun very quickly. Boomer behind us.
Come on, all of these.
Oh,
come
Boomer
on.
Bow.
Come on, zombies. Zombies.
Damn Zambos.
Come on,
Oh,
zombies.
Oh, we're not supposed to go this way.
Jockey, jockey.
We're supposed to go up the stairs.
All right. Let's go upstairs.
All right.
Or
These stairs
downstairs.
goes down.
Downstairs.
Let me back in, coach.
Engine goes burr. All right, you got it?
Let's go.
All right.
Spitter.
All right.
Charger behind us.
Ah, I almost jumped over it.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
There's a charger behind
All
us.
Let's go.
All right. I was just.
Hydro, come on. Get moving.
Alright.
I'm already running through.
Oh, it's you, Foxy.
Whoa!
All right.
Quit running in front of me.
All right. We have to get to the elevator. Charger.
I hear it.
Again.
This.
Fuck you.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, the hunter got me before I could kill the charger.
All right.
Whoa! I don't want to go out the window. It's a bad move. It's a bad look.
Oh, my
so-
bad.
Someone got boomed.
All right. We gotta. All right.
Thank you, Scott.
Oh, speaking of booms, here.
I was reloading.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Hey, here's the elevator, lads. You guys want to go?
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
call the elevator, and Jockey got me.
There's a charger out there too.
I feel like I'm being singled out here.
Watch out!
God damn it.
I've done more damage to Jordan running into
Let's save Pedro.
I need to heal when we get to the elevator.
All right.
I always get the worst respawn location.
Die.
Well, it's too late. Ven went downstairs.
No, I'm right
Wait,
here.
no.
You dipshit.
There
Oh.
are no
I
downstairs.
do that.
I am a dipshit. All right, we're here.
You can't do that. Everyone has to be on before it goes up.
Yeah.
Or down.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
me.
I was looking at the wrong elevator. My brain had a fart. Whatever.
And Ven
Alright,
may
the-
want to pop his adrenaline at some point.
Yeah. Also, there's
Not
going to be a
just yet.
tank outside because they always spawn a tank outside.
Not always, I don't think.
No.
I'm gonna
There's
go
a
ahead and
smoker
assume there
outside.
is one because that's the worst case scenario that I want to be prepared for. Oh, spitter.
And
Well,
Spitter.
well, they wasted that one.
Yep. And a jockey. Fire her jockey.
Fire jockey. Whoa.
Hello.
All right, this way.
Smoker in
This
the
way.
corner,
This way.
smoker
This
in the
way.
corner, smoker in the corner.
Go.
I'm trying.
This way, Jordan.
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
No, not that way. Not
Fuck
that
off.
way.
All right.
All right, that
God damn
way.
it.
Following Pedro. Following Pedro. He
There's a
got
med
100.
kit I need.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Over the table. Around
Over
the kitchen.
Over the table and through the woods to Grandma's house we go.
I got the pills, and there's a
Oh,
charger.
Oh, this fucking thing. I hate
And
this
then
thing.
around here,
Hello.
and out that door.
Oh, god damn it. I hate being the goddamn hunter.
There's a jockey.
Oh shit! I got charged.
I got. Okay.
I got jockeyed.
Jockey.
All right.
Or actually, Pedro got him, sorry.
Come on, give me
Yeah.
give me something good. Give me something good. Come on.
All right.
This is not good.
Right, there's the safe room.
There's
up
the
ahead.
room.
Go, go, go.
Just go.
Yeah.
Fuck all this. Come on, lads.
I just went for
Chop, chop,
pills
chop.
so I
Go,
could.
go, go, go.
All right. Go. Yeah, baby!
Well done. Well
Perfect score. Perfect score. All right, boys. We just got to do better than that.
done. Right.
Ah.
Fucking
All right. Who we got? So Pedro, you and I are good friends.
Yes, we are.
There's no point being on the roof, so.
All right. So I think we gotta.
Yeah, right, like right here.
Right here.
sounds
So,
good,
yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna do the thing, and then you're gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Do you see me jumping?
They
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Control and
Yeah, what they couldn't.
what? Make him riding dirty. Gotta get me riding
yeah.
dirty.
Nick, you might want to get out of the way. Thank you. Let's go.
I'm nerdy in the extreme and
Come on,
wider
no,
than sour
anyways.
cream.
Go.
Whoa!
Hi.
All right. Yeah, we go.
I
Yeah,
got him
we
in a
do.
nice little happy
Yeah, we
fuck
do.
box. Yeah. I don't take responsibility for that, of course. Unless I did.
Oh, charger.
right.
Chucky.
Ooh.
All right. Good job, fam. Good job.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
load
we
it
did
up.
a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, you know, as far as starts go, that was a decent one.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
Get her back here.
I got
Whoops.
5 hits in.
All right. Hooey.
All right.
I am.
Smelling like a rose.
Oh, there's a charger in here.
Oh, damn it! I was trying to line it up perfectly so I'd get him out the window, but I failed.
Oh, checked. Okay.
Good job, Pedro. Good spit.
I split them, but there was no one to grab the one that ran off.
Come on, Clarence.
Yeah.
Okay,
I tried the boom, but I failed.
All right.
All right. What are we doing?
Patience.
Yeah, Pennywise. could you-
Yes. Patience.
Keep on in
Patience.
there.
Yes.
Come on, Pennywise, let's get going.
There we
Let's
go.
try to reach.
Nice.
Low hanging fruit, called the bot.
Yeah.
Someone get Nick.
Yeah, where is that?
Ooh, nom nom nom.
Smoker back here.
No, there's not. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to get you guys.
Smoker.
He's just trying to say.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
Well, yeah,
Come on.
go for that. Oh, right.
Oh, geez.
yeah. I was kind of hoping I would buy the charger enough time.
Yeah, you bought me
Come
enough
on,
time
hurry
to
up.
recharge.
Yeah, recharge and line it up, because that's the crucial bit with the charger. You really got to be
Yep.
sure of your shot, otherwise, the rough. Yes.
Yeah.
Nick,
That was short lived.
what the fuck? What are you all doing back there? Come on. Get a move on.
Yeah, all right.
I just lumberjacked my way through all that. Come on.
Is that why you're on the floor?
No, that's because I've got a zombie kit.
Oh, here it
Yes!
comes. Here it comes. Do you feel that?
Do you feel the burn? Do you feel the boom?
No.
Bella.
I got to do the death dance with the jockey over the death
I got him.
pile.
I was hoping, am I fast enough as the boomer to get him right in the elevator before they can hit the button? And I was.
I thought the same thing with Spare 2.
I was about to hit the button. I thought, nah, I better wait. No, fuck.
I was just about to hit the button before it got.
The second I got in the elevator, I was mashing on E right next to the button. I'm just like, all right, come on. ASAP, no waiting.
There's a baseball bat.
Yeah, I should have.
All
I
right,
should
who
have
we got?
waited. Fuck.
There's another
I don't
axe.
get the Magnum anymore. I like the Magnum.
No med packs. Don't see any med
right.
packs. There's a baseball
You know,
bat.
there's an
a pack
actual
of Uzi.
Uzi.
Pack.
There's an Uzi. I'm gonna go for the baseball bat.
There was only 3?
right.
What the hell? Oh no, there's 4, okay.
All right, let's go.
Not really.
Okay, let me go first. There we go.
Better.
Oh,
I saw the boomer, but he only got me.
Yeah.
My bad.
Jockey on me?
Damn it.
Hunter on me.
Need to reload.
I'm going for Pedro.
come on. Whoever that jockey is, you're
Trying
doing
to
wonderful
steer him
job.
out, but god damn it.
Oh, it was the bot. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Mind the spit.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Where you guys at?
We're saving Pedro.
Fuck Pedro.
Like
He's our
back
only
here
pigeon.
near the
He's the guy who we kind of need him. He knows where he's going. We don't.
Oh, come on.
So
Wow.
Oh,
down there.
Boom.
ow.
Yeah.
God. Hunter and the smoker. God damn it. Thank you. And the
Spinner.
boomer coming up behind us with a spinner.
Alright, Spinner's still alive. Wait, no, he's
Yeah.
not. Alright, let's
see. How about someone give me backup while I heal right here?
Alright, heal. I got bottom stairs.
Yeah, I'm looking at the door up ahead. Okay, I'm good.
Alright.
You missed. Run.
Reloading. There's a,
Oh,
there's a
it's
weapon.
That door. That door.
Chrome shotgun.
And the jockey.
Oh well.
Oh, pills.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Pills are good.
This door.
Grenade launcher.
And the hunter.
This is a bush. Again. You missed.
They're targeting me, okay? Clearly. And the spinner got me.
Oh, and I'm down. All right.
Come on. Let me pull it off. Yeah.
All right. We're good.
Thank you.
We're good.
Let's go.
All right, pills. Taking pills.
Take pills.
Bill's here.
Oh,
Which way? Left or right?
This way.
Back.
I don't.
To,
What?
Out the door and to the left.
Okay.
Come
Yeah.
on. Come on,
And the
zombies. Do
hunter got
something.
me.
I got too much shit on me.
all right.
You got too much shit on me.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
I'm heals. I'm giving them heals.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I gotta give me some heals.
Charge.
Watch out.
I tried to dodge. Hunter.
That was maybe come back.
Okay, I'm full of heals. Run. Pedro, fuck. Come on.
I can't run.
Prance.
This is
Where do we
literally
go,
as
over
fast as I
Upstairs.
can.
Upstairs. There's some shit up here.
We need to go across the patch here and up onto the truck. Across the thing.
Smoker.
Where are you?
I'm back here.
Okay.
Watch out.
Yeah, the boomer got me, but I don't care. I'm dead anyway.
Alright, fuck this. Come on.
Why'd you do that?
Because he was gonna boom you either way, right? I would rather
he
he.
He already boomed them.
Yeah, I was waiting for the cooldown.
Are you guys all dead?
No.
I'm
No.
dead. Jordan and Scott are making their way to the ladder. See that dumpster there? Climb the dumpster.
Yeah.
Where? Alright. Fuck it. I guess I'll just stay here now.
There we go.
The other side, Jordan.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Well, it is called left.
Oh, I got jockey.
Damn it. And
Alright, I'm
Scott
dead.
got smokered, so yeah, that's
alright.
the end of that.
Okay, well,
Communication breakdown towards the end there.
yeah, we just gotta do better. We just gotta do better.
That's all good. Actually, that's not really that good. Wow.
Not at all.
Picking me off the whole time. They were picking me off.
Right, but that
Go for the strong one.
strongest one is relative. We all have pretty variable performance every time. All right, so who do we got? All right,
So go this.
Ven, do you want to do the wombo combo?
If it'll Half-Life ladder my ass up here. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna tap the brakes as soon as that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So actually, everyone get ready to. Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically do the thing wherever you do the thing.
All right, ready to be fucked. Let's go. Yep, let's go. Jockey somewhere.
Ah, damn it.
Split 'em.
Hunter on me.
Yeah.
It's on me. Come on, Pennywise.
Get out of here.
Come on.
What the fuck? We're running out and you're pain in this playing with your fucking dick. Now, come on, pick me up.
Never.
No, play with your dick. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes. We're fully supportive of dick touching.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Come on, hurry up. If we keep moving, they can't get us. Come on.
Oh, there's a charger back here.
No, there's not. It's a rumor.
It's a rumor.
Yes. Excellent boom. Excellent boom.
Jeez. Jockey.
You fucking die already. God damn it.
Then gotcha, Alan.
All right.
That was good strafing there, Foxy. You were throwing me off.
I need to heal.
I got a recharge.
All right.
All right, heal up.
Yeah.
Get in here and heal up.
I see the spitter up the head or
Yeah.
behind you guys.
Better go up to that spitter.
There's a jockey back here
The
too.
bot. Get the bot.
There we go.
Don't care about the bot. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
But I managed to split him. Ah, damn it. There's no one
We
behind the door.
had a lot of dead time there. So
Yeah. Yes.
Foxy,
Yes.
You're thinking
yes.
I'm rooting for you? Gee.
Oh.
there we go.
Clear out the doorway. Get back and clear out the doorway. Make them come in here. Smoker on
Oh, there's
stairs.
a smoker back here.
No, there's not.
No, you got, I shouldn't have chased after him. Okay, thanks, Nick.
We need to re-coordinate a bit.
Coordination? Never.
I'll get a second crack at it. All right. I guess I better hurry up.
This is where we make our stand.
Just go.
All right.
I got a jockey on me.
Yep, I see it. I'm grabbing. And spit it beyond, mate.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh shit, I'm cornered.
If you can spit there, that's awesome.
I
Okay,
can't.
never mind. I got booming. Close enough. Fine.
Now I can.
All right. Boom. Boom, baby.
I'm a
Boom,
lumberjack.
baby.
I'm gonna chop these fucking things out. Let's go. Up the chair. Oh, thank fuck for that. Whew. Fuck off you and you. Oh god damn it! Push me
Fuck off, Enya.
Yep.
That's good.
That's the solution to most things.
Fuck off, Enya.
All right, Bernie's.
Ah, it's Hunter.
I should do that.
Flaming Hunter?
And fire.
And fire.
Okay.
Fucking hell, who's that? Yeah,
Let's go for
upstairs.
Good crispy.
Let's go for a walk.
Oh.
Hey, come on, Pennywise.
Okay, that's the end of that. They got farther than we did, but
Yeah, they did.
About 10 feet.
All right. Still an okay lead.
Yeah.
significant, at least.
Not so significant, but we gotta do better.
Oh.
Of course,
Give me-
I killed the most with
Yeah,
melee.
Yeah, no.
Give me dual chainsaws. Let's see how this fucking plays.
Let's go full ash on this.
That'd be great,
Listen up, you primitive screwheads.
right? This is my boomstick.
M4.
All right. Oh,
Health.
oh, delicious, delicious, nutritious health. Do we got katana? Do we got katana?
No katana.
No katana.
All right, let's clear it out.
Oh, raise your hands.
All right. Charger.
Oh, god damn it! Can I hit at
Here,
least one person?
fetch
That'd be
zombies.
great.
Watch out.
Good job. All right.
Where are you going?
Let's
Okay,
go.
boys,
Let's go.
okay.
Push, push,
Straight
push.
to the left.
Escalator.
Oh, who? That was the boss.
Up the escalator.
Up the escalator.
That's where we need the bloody spitter.
Help.
Oh,
pipe
yeah,
bomb.
Thank you.
that was a good one.
All right.
Then around the side. And under the grating. Ooh, Molotov.
I can't
Where are you
see
going?
anything.
What?
I'm.
Pedro's by himself.
Where's
Yes, I
Pedro?
am.
Fuck, Pedro. Not a good time to run off.
I see him.
I saved Scott.
No, where?
God
way?
damn it! I need a melee weapon so bad.
This way.
Charger.
Everyone.
Yes, that is the way that I was going.
Smoker got me. Smoker got
I
me.
got it.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
That one.
Under the grate. Great. A grate. Damn. A damn.
We're going downstairs,
And then
correct, Pedro?
Down the escalator.
All right. Shooting each other's half the fun.
And then 180 and back that way.
Continue going down.
Yeah.
Combat shotty down here.
You found a combat shotgun. Very good.
Hey, I found whatever that was that attacked me.
That was 100.
Why do I move so slow after spitting? God damn it.
Because you have a refractory period.
Yep. That gag reflex doesn't come for free.
Nope.
All right.
I got booming.
Oh, boom!
All right. Run, Ben. Run,
Ben
Ben.
got boomed.
I've got a pipe bomb. That'll draw him away.
Hey, Van, over here.
I can't move. I was stuck. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I need to.
Who took the pills?
Let me
There was
take
pills
yours.
here.
I got pills. Where's Ben?
There's a hunter. Take him out. I got it. I had it.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
And the spitter.
Okay, there's a fucker back here. There he is.
Oh,
Jockey.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm out of M4 food.
So am I. Up the stairs.
Upstairs it is.
I'm stuck on something. I can't quite tell
Yeah,
what it
that
is.
happened to me.
Okay. And it's where Ven is going.
I need to heal. We all need to
Same.
heal.
All right,
Get
heals.
in here and then heal.
Jockey got me. I'm down.
Yeah,
got
I
it,
can't
Pedro?
get back to you, so this is a good cutoff point. Now
All
we
right.
know.
All right, we got
right.
eyes.
Bye, guys.
We got eyes.
Someone get him, come on! Where's the other zombies? Oh.
Jeez.
All right. I'm dead. All right.
Have a good.
I got a scout for you guys now.
I'm trying.
Oh, it's that way. That door is open.
Which way?
Here.
Keep
I'm-
following us.
Right behind you.
I'm blind. I can't see. All right.
I know. I'm keeping an eye out for you guys.
There's pills
Jockey behind you. Jockey behind you.
and a jockey. Thank you.
Hunter.
All right.
Come on, 2 close range shotgun shots and you don't die.
Uh-oh. I found one.
Good job.
A smoker got me.
Yeah, he
Not
got
for
he
very
got away.
long.
He got away. He got away.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Just keep trucking.
Give me
Okay,
one,
we
give
need to
me
go
one.
up the
Okay,
stairs.
something.
Up. Okay.
Spitter.
Chop.
Smoke or two.
This might be it, lads.
It's bad news bears.
Boom! Boom! Finally, I got someone with this fucking charger.
Keep
God
going,
damn it, I can't even
Pedro.
move. I keep getting surrounded.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Charger behind you, Pedro. No.
I had no ammo, and I was down to pistols, and I couldn't
Not too
move.
bad.
You should have used
Yeah.
a stern look. Like, no.
All right. Well, okay. We just gotta do better. We know the pain points now. All we gotta do is do
Yeah.
better. All right. So who do we got? Who do we got? All right. So once again, Pedro, it's you and I.
Yeah.
No melees or anything? Nope. Shit.
There wasn't anything for us either.
Oh, hang on, I need.
Take your time, lads.
Let's go.
Okay. I guess we're gonna be friends right here.
I
Come on,
guess.
Mr. Alert, hurry up.
Yeah.
Ready? And just run. Get out. Don't get caught.
There we go.
Found it. There's one. Thank you.
Ah, I got jockey.
Yeah.
And I got boomed.
Yeah.
Come on, someone help me here. This
Nah.
jockey.
I can't see shit, so don't look at me.
You better save Alan. Alan's gonna be the one to cover your ass later.
I know.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
you,
The bot
Pennywise.
saved. No. Pennywise saved Alan.
Alan doesn't forget. Man, I'm just saying.
That was a pretty good jockey, though. I had him for a while. I couldn't get him into the goo, though. I'm sad.
So, do they have to go
I
up or
had
down?
to go
Oh, they
up
gotta go up?
as they
Okay.
were coming up, and nothing.
What?
Oh.
Oh, it's Stalkert back here.
That's right. They're split up. They're split up.
Thanks for show.
Get out of my way. Thank you. Oh,
All right. Damn it.
Ah,
Oh, loner.
damn.
alright, thank you.
You know, I'm kind of against doing this, but it has to be done. Yellow! I missed. All right.
Stand still. Stand still.
There's one by himself.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
me. Who do you think it is?
I boomed
Everyone
him
else is-
specifically because he was by himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's,
yes.
I have
That's a good-
Pennywise
that's a good boom.
distracted. He's broken away from the group. Take him out.
Okay, one down. So just target the people who
Come
are
on,
going
you
to save
lot,
him.
move it! What the hell are you doing?
You know what I'm gonna do?
Taking
Give me
fuck
some
all damn
RNG on
long.
this one.
Ooh.
Oh, that didn't work. Wait. I gotta get one of those iron gates, man. They're charger proof.
Keep pushing, Pennywise, keep pushing.
Let's
Escalators.
Okay.
Great choke points.
Yes, yes they are.
I'll give you a couple seconds. Plan a attack.
Yeah. Try to get down the escalator now.
Jump.
You can you actually can. You can jump over the side, but yeah.
Shut up. Don't tell them, Scott. You shut your whore mouth.
Which team are you on?
That's on Pennywise.
You shut your whore mouth.
go here.
Team sensible.
Yes.
Pennywise.
Beautiful.
All right. Just whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Ah.
Okay.
That Mr. Alert.
Down in through here.
Is it time we start targeting
Keep pushing,
Alan?
Pennywise, keep pushing.
Damn it. Ah, wasted my turn as a boom.
Yeah. It
Oh
happens,
no, you're
man.
stuck on the stairs. Pennywise.
Yeah, it's risk reward, right? Because if you can sneak them right away,
Yeah.
it's
That should be
bad.
good. There we go. Got some distance.
8, 7.
Okay, I can make use of this.
5,
go,
4,
Pennywise,
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
Go up.
God, the fucking bot. Mr. Alert and the bot, they're the most effective.
Yeah. Drip, drip. Don't do it.
Come on, you two, hurry up.
Jump around! Jump around! Jump! Jump!
That's it. Pennywise. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Come on, jockey! Come on, jockey! I see you.
Oh, what the fuck are you two doing down there? Move it!
Dying.
Uh,
I couldn't spawn and then.
I know. Oh,
No, it's smoker.
again? All right.
You're doing good, Pennywise. Keep pushing. Keep going. Never mind. There's the card.
Thing.
Yeah.
God.
Go, Rochelle. Go, the bot.
One more infected. Anyone? Bueller?
I'm still waiting on respawn.
All I had to do was boop it.
Alright.
the
Letting me
bot
spawn.
didn't have any health left.
All right. Well, we still crushed him in this round. Last round.
No, second last. There's
Second last?
Second
five.
last, yeah.
First last.
Almost all of them have 5. The DLC ones have less.
No. I was thinking like this was right before the car, but I guess there's another area right before the car. We just didn't get to
Yeah, it
the
was only
safe
third
zone.
map.
Is there an area with a kit?
Dude, if like,
Not that car.
Oh.
do you think you think we would have like zombie kit?
Yeah, man.
Brains, Michael.
Brains, Michael.
What?
Cool. Let's rock.
All right, some melee is better than no melee. Med kit. I hear a boomer.
Oh, they spawned in the bathrooms.
Don't go in the bathrooms. Watch out behind you.
Thermal bathrooms never go on them.
Oh, it is the last one. Okay.
Yeah, see, I fucking told you.
Scott knows
This
all.
one is only 4.
Weird.
All right, charge.
Come on,
Scott.
Get in. Let's go.
Any ideas?
Ba-da-da-da.
Charger.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, I'm stuck in here with you lot. So.
Sorry for being wrong, y'all.
Wait
Why did
a.
spawn in here?
There's gotta be a boomer race as we leave, I think.
Oh, absolutely,
There will be now.
dude. Like
In the elevator.
Scott, you gotta learn to just like speak in abstracts. All right, well, I got boomed through the glass apparently.
Damn it.
All right.
1 fuel.
All right, one fuel.
Everybody get a fuel.
Oh, I got 100.
My
All
bad.
right.
Charger's coming back. Okay.
Charger's dead.
Basically, yeah, just we have to go up now.
We have to get high. All right, let's get
Yeah.
high.
Then I get high. Then I get high. Gotta get high.
Then I got
I'm watching your booty.
You got my butt. You got my
got your booty.
buttons.
Okay, I'm going to just grab one and throw it downstairs. You all
Yeah.
should do the
Gotta grab your
same.
booty.
All right.
Near the car.
Smoker. Smoker back left.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, god damn it. I want to do this. Who the fuck shot that glass?
Oh god,
All right.
fucking zombie on me.
All right.
Yeah, called left
I
for dead.
got one down the car. All right,
That's 2. So across
there's more.
the way
There's
here,
There's 2. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
more over here.
Yep.
and zombies behind you.
A little bit.
There's a doorway behind here too.
Yeah,
Watch
and
out.
the charger got me. Thank you.
Come on, that's a good corner. Come on. Good little choke
I'm
point.
so
Come on.
confused. What is even happening anymore?
I'm down. Yep, thanks.
I got you, Scott.
Jockey,
I got
jockey.
you, Scott.
Jockey,
You other two
jockey.
doing?
Throw cans.
Yeah, throwing can.
Don't worry.
All right, throwing
Okay.
cans.
And across, we actually need to go here and across the bridge.
All right.
Not that bridge, but okay. This one.
No.
Oh yeah, we could drop down from there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Glass. Yeah.
It's shot out already. All right. I got a canister.
You got one.
Through it.
You got the other. I'll get the Molotov.
Yeah. There's a multitude of things down here.
Van needs help.
And I'm gonna grab
No.
one here.
I'm dead.
Don't get long enough to notice.
Van is still upstairs. God damn it.
Fuck off. Leave me alone. You guys
Dude.
left me alone. Leave me alone.
Let's get progress. Let's look. Pedro. We're gonna. Fuck.
I'm smoker.
Jordan, you need heals.
Thank you.
Ow. Down.
I do, but also, come on.
Okay. Come on.
That'll do it.
Yes.
Smoker's
still alive.
Smoker. Yeah. Smoker got me.
Boom! Come here, motherfucker. And fire!
I'm down.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
and
dun,
then there's the tank.
Then there's the tank.
Oh no.
What happened? Oh, can you shoot the petrol guns?
You can shoot the petrol cans. They respawn. But yeah. But what I was saying was we don't get scored unless we dump them in the car. So
That's what I was trying to do. Jordan, can you shoot this jockey off of me, please?
I'm trying.
Too late.
Hello?
There's a hunter behind you.
Come here,
Scott.
Scott.
Besides the
Stop
tank.
running.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. Finally. Fuck.
All right.
I got the second can just because it's like desperation's like, "Rrr," and I was going for the third, but the jockey got me.
I was trying to run downstairs when I realized our score wasn't going up. I'm like, fuck,
Well,
we
it
haven't been
wasn't
doing
until
the
you
thing.
brought up that we needed to put them in the car that we got points that I even knew that was like something we needed to do. So,
Okay. Well,
Let's call it.
gotta communicate, and we'll get it. We'll kick their ass.
all right. So Scott, you wanna do this? You wanna spread and dread?
Any other
I'm thinking we're going to.
He looks like an asshole.
Oh, we can't. Actually, that won't work because they won't be able to press a button. Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking of being here and then just getting them right. Like,
Hey, let's make a sandwich. I can.
What you guys do, I'll follow you.
I'm just saying, I can.
Hello.
God, I blew my load a little too early.
Oh no! That's getting smokered into a goop.
yeah.
There we go. They're not
See,
running backwards.
yeah.
Suicide spit!
They're bots
like-
and moron.
Will Smith, no.
Come on, hurry. In the elevator. Move
It's
it.
free real estate.
Slow
It's
them
free
down.
real estate. All right, who do we got?
Oh, come on. Hurry up, bot. Get a move on.
Cedar's not gonna save us. Any ideas? Actually,
Damn it!
What were you trying to accomplish?
I was trying to get them inside the elevator.
Oh,
Gas it up, and I'll drive that thing to New Orleans my damn self.
well, it beats my idea.
You know what I'm gonna do?
So, don't carry the cans. Throw them as soon as you can. Just throw them all down there. We'll get them all in when we can.
what? Oh, hi. I just remembered how glass works.
Ah, damn it! I tried to get through the window, but I guess I couldn't.
Okay, that.
All right.
Thirsty.
Now what we want to do is try to get them swarmed so that they accidentally shoot the gas cans.
Whoa. Gotten. Okay, thanks.
It's probably the best idea to pick them apart, though, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna
That's
split
what I was
up.
trying to do. Like that one that just ran up.
Throw it. Thank you.
Whoa.
Why is this smoker all
See.
attacking you, Mr. What? It's always you.
He's mine.
No, he's not. He's mine.
I don't know. I wrote him pretty hard.
That was a beautiful arc.
Da, 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 da.
Oh well, that sounds like nope.
That didn't work as I planned, but oh well.
Okay, got boomer balls over here. Look.
Okay, I gotta use some lead strats.
I'm dead, just leave me.
Yeah.
Whoa! I got chargered over here.
Ah, damn it.
Go get him, Nick. You know you can't hear me.
Is that your final answer?
Apparently. Good writing. Good writing indeed.
Man, you guys get fuck all bunch of teammates. There we go.
Someone get me if that would be great.
Delicious.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful.
No, just
Get Rochelle, get Rochelle.
die.
I'm getting destroyed over here.
Bye,
you and me
Foxy.
Rochelle's last.
Yeah. Take a look at Pennywise.
I am-
Pennywise is your target.
I am dead.
I am thoroughly gone.
It burns. Yep. Pennywise, I wouldn't want to be here right now. It's like, who's after Pennywise? Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, now leaving me.
Yep. That's it. Hold on.
Oh, Ven gets to be the tank?
Ven's
All right.
becoming the tank now.
It's already over.
Yeah. Undefeated, dominated. The Masters of Disaster. The Masters of Disaster. Team
give you
Linux
that.
Gamecast. Here to eat your lunch.
Just as Ven was about to become the tank too.
Oh, I got
I
some. I got some hits, in, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, undefeated.
Undefeated. Multinational champions.
That
Yes.
is technically true.
US, German, Canadian, and Portuguese UK.
Port K, we like to call it.
Port K, yes.
Known for its ketamine
And fruit-shaped erasers.
and its breakfast cereal.
Oh man, is there? Okay, I've never looked. Is there like ranked competitive Left 4 Dead?
Probably.
Survival. Survival versus... Yeah.
Like what we're playing?
No, we're just
No.
playing versus, not survival versus. Survival versus, you can't even kill the regular zombies unless you shoot them in the head.
Also, I think there's like fewer med packs and like everything takes longer. It's a whole fucking.
It's like stupid hard mode because fuck
Yeah.
you, that's why.
It is what would happen if this was an actual zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Valve, since I know some people watch our fucking show, let us like do some beta testing on that new Left 4 Dead. Like at night on Saturdays, nobody's watching this. Give us
It's
some
just
real work.
us
Yeah.
and the 13 people watching on Twitch.
And like 19 of those are bots.
I should know. I paid for them.
Is that still a thing, view botting?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Inflating your own numbers, yeah. Because people see, oh, that person's got a lot of people. Maybe he's doing something right. So they go and watch.
That explains a lot of chat. That's with like 1,300 people in it, and like 2 people are talking.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw Dak. What did you think we were playing tonight? Left 4 Dead's actually a lot bigger game than you think it is.
Oh no, it's like
9
it's a
gigs or
good
10
game.
gigs?
Like sizable wise, you know.
12 gigs. Sorry, my bad.
12 gigabytes. That's modest these days.
considering the new update for Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty makes it 220 gigabytes.
I feel bad for like, oh man, they better cram that fucking digital edition PS5 with like a 2 terabyte SSD, because otherwise there's gonna be a lot of uninstalling and downloading games.
Yeah.
Don't you want that 8 terabyte NVMe?
Yeah, I kind of want like 4 of them though.
See, I just want the 1 8 terabyte, but I don't want to pay 4 digits for it.
That's the whole thing. I mentally had prepared myself because I okay, eight's overkill, admittedly, but I was like, I'm willing to spend $800. I'll give you $100.
Yeah,
a
$800 for 10 cents a gig, like people would expect it to be. But no,
and
fuck
by
you.
8, I mean I could probably spend about 930, and legitimately buy that without having to do mental gymnastics. It's like, and I was like, no, as long as that thing's got a warranty on it, I'm good.
Man, I can't wait until like that amount, because like remember when like a 64 gigabyte thumb drive was like a couple $100? Like the price on that only goes down. So I can't wait for like the mini NASs. It's just like a little, like, it's basically a Raspberry Pi with an NVMe plugged in. It's like, yeah, 8 terabytes, and we're gonna put it in this little Altoids tin.
No, dude,
there you go.
It's
That's
going to be self-contained on the SD card. The Raspberry Pi is going to be built in. It's going to have
you
Wi-Fi.
get an Intel compute stick. Just put everything, like all the flash on the bottom and everything else on the top. It's like, there, done.
Or the next Rock Pro with the NVMe card slot that goes in, that's got 4 NVMe slots. Yeah.
Oh, Arthurian got me one of those. I still need to get enough NVMe SSDs to fill it up. It's plugged in at least.
It's getting a little ridiculous.
one
Like,
SSD in
NVMe's have gotten cheapish.
You know what, Pedro? You could use that to flash your NVMe with whatever you want to put on that Pinebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just have the operating system ready to go.
With the Pinebook, you actually need to write some microcode to the firmware for it to boot from the NVMe, because it doesn't by default.
Right, but you could still have the drive pre-imaged and ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Could, but we're gonna be fun in that. That's taking away from the project time. It's like, ooh, I can make an afternoon out of this.
Honestly, I'm still like learning all of the limitations of ARM Linux, so
there's the that situation is very real. Is when something goes wrong, it's going to fuck your day up, and it's going to take all day to do it, especially if it's tech related, where you can chill out at the house. Yeah, you're like, God damn it, but there's still a part of your brain that goes squeak.
It's like, yay, something I get to fix
all day, baby. We're gonna be tired when we're done with this. I'm gonna tap out.
And Mir, if you want to use it in X input mode, hold down the X button before you hit the power button, and then keep holding down the X button until.
What fucking game are you playing?
No, that's
Knifey controller.
The controller.
Size
It's one of
comparison.
them.
I didn't have a banana.
Yeah, that's not a banana. I'm confused. I have no idea how big that is.
But yeah, you hold down the X button and the power button for like a couple of seconds until it blinks twice. That's when it's in X input mode. That's when you can pair it for it to work like a
Xbox
like your typical
controller?
Xbox 360. Yeah.
But how do you get it back into direct input mode?
Drugs.
Hold down.
You just turn it off and turn it back
Turn
on.
it off and on again.
So it defaults to direct input. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like X input is pretty much standard PC game interface at this point. I mean, what, the military's using it for drone piloting because it's like, yeah, it just makes more sense to give people something they understand, like a game controller.
Go figure.
Then there's that one asshole with his power glove.
No. Then there's the one dude who's like, I need a DualShock. I can't use this Xbox controller.
I prefer the touchpad, thanks.
Imagine if your battery is run. Of course, they would let him use wireless, but did you ever buy a drone?
No. I have no desire to spend several $100s on something I intend to crash into a house.
Well, you don't really have any place to fly.
There are parks around here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like,
You also need like a license and something up in Canada. It's a bit more restrictive up there.
well, hold on. If I get my firearms license
Mm-hmm.
and I get my drone license, can I combine them to make firearms drones?
Absolutely, completely legal.
That's the loophole.
Hi, CSIS. The Canadian Secret Intelligence Service.
Oh man, I want to believe that's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
No, no,
Jesus
like
is real, yeah.
I want to believe it's a real thing though.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
It's like three dudes. It's Greg and that'd be a
Bob
shit.
and Doug. It's Bob and Doug.
Oh man. Well, that's gonna do it for the live stream, kids. We've kind of run out of gas.
Yeah.
We used all our gas. Gas is such a weird word.
I still have some gas.
Gas. I'm gonna step on the gas.
When it's gas, it's gaseous, not in liquid form.
Or maybe like Jumpin' Jack Flash. It's a gas.
Jumpin' jack gas.
Yeah. That's what Mick Jagger sings about when he eats too much Mexican food.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, beautiful people. We'll hang out on Discord for a minute. But we gotta bounce. Have fun.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye.
And we're gone.